Is that a democratic setting? Is that how it's supposed to work? Why is it that it's only election, only voting, that these so-called international communities are interested in the rights to be protected? I tell you, Biafrans, the reason is because this voting is the only way they continue to subjugate you. This voting is the only way to continue their enslavement. This voting is the only way you continue to them. By the time you realize that you have rights not to vote, by the time you realize that you have rights to live, then you will know the things that is required of you to do. They are coming to tell you this and tell you that. It doesn't mean because they have the right to do that. What it means is that you are not doing what you're supposed to do. Because they are not supposed to be hypocritical even to the eyes of everybody. Yet they are telling you what to do, whereas they did not do what they are supposed to do. Life should be about sincerity, dignity, and what have you. But in a situation whereby you cannot do what you are supposed to do, then you lack the legitimacy to tell people what to do. Like I said the last time, the NSAS protesters, for instance, they are against us that are acting, that want out. Those people that want us to end, that Nigerian government killed till today, what is the punishment given to Nigeria about that? What is the punishment given to those that shot those people? Till today, they has been swept under the carpet, and now they are telling you to go and vote. You going to vote is making jest of yourself. It is just telling them that you are not human. You are not human enough. Because if you are human enough, you will understand that our right is being treaded upon. These people doesn't care about us. So why are they so special? Why are they so interested in this voting? Then you must know that something is wrong. Now, a lot of things is happening. You are talking about voting. The international community are talking about voting. Remember, the UN working group gave 6 months ultimatum for Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. Till today, in as much as Nnamdi Kanu defeated them in the court, they refused to release him. And they are not saying anything about it. But they want you to go and vote. The vote you are voting, are you actually helping yourself or helping them? This is one question you need to ask yourself. Are you actually helping them for your own good or for their own good? Because if they care about you, you must know that for you to protect your rights, you need to stand firm on what is right. Nnamdi Kanu today defeated their courts, defeated them at 2 different courts. He won them, yet they do not want to release him. For instance, let's just take it for example. Peter Obi won tomorrow in the polling booth. But the court, they went to court and they turned it around. What are you going to do? You're not going to do shit. There's nothing you can do about it. Because you yourself, you are a hypocrite. If you cannot stand and say that what is wrong, when it happens to you, nobody's going to talk about it. That is real life. That is karma. So, in conclusion, Nigeria is not in a democratic setting, and only in a setting that democracy takes place. What we want is referendum. Disintegration of Nigeria should be the only topic on the table now. How people are going to live should be the only topic on the table. What matters should be how people are going to develop and be useful to the society and to the world. That is what should be on the table, not election. Because Everybody knows that the amalgamation of Nigeria expired in 2014. And what should be the discussion since that time should be, are we continue or not? But since that is not the issue on the table, election shouldn't be the issue on the table. So, if you are thinking about election, you are on your own. You are just saying that you are inferior. If you are just thinking about the continuation of this enslavement, what you just mean is that those people that are appointed P2B to come and represent you are superior than you. And rightfully so. Because those of you that are shouting Obi, Obi Dati, his deputy, I tweeted this question. What is the difference between Atiku and the deputy of Obi? Because Atiku is a full animal. Obi deputy is a full animal. What is the difference between them? And what is the similarities? Put the two of them together and do your mathematics. But you cannot do it because you don't even have the energy to do a critical thinking. What you are just interested is to continue the enslavement. Lastly, election, voting is only a democratic process that will have to take place in a democratic setting. And Nigeria is not a democratic country. Thank you so much. I yield the mic.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You spoke very well. Nigeria is not a democratic country. Everybody knows about that. It's just a British company. That's why they are fighting, advertising their products. That's why you see all the presidential aspirants going to Britain, Chatham House, to go present their CVs, and they select. If you watch Kunle, the Yoruba intelligence officer from Nigeria, the Navy, he said it. They don't vote for president. They select, somebody to become a Nigerian president. And this is what we are saying, no. We will not consent to it again. We will not validate this nonsense again. So your hand is up. Justice, can you take the mic before we have the other guy to speak? Chuku Kadibia, please. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Ifani, you are doing great. And everybody in this space, my brother Mecca, my brother Wachus, you are embodiment of knowledge. Biafrans, we are intelligent people. When people come and tell me that, Nigeria is a blanket of criminality. When people want to steal, they become Nigerians. But if you want to know who you really are, accept your identity. Like when you are a Biafra, if you're a genuine Biafra, to commit crime become abomination to you. I remember when I was growing up, our parents always asked, how did he make his money? But when you wear this uniform of Nigeria, people don't ask about how people make money anymore. And that is why in the front line of people who want to be president of Nigeria, none of them can boldly say they are not criminal. And that is why one Nigerianist will tell you, and nobody is a saint. But Biafrans, we have saints, people who have integrity, people who can. I remember the day I bought my mom at a very tender age. I bought my mom during Mother's Day. When they used to do Mother's Day, I went and bought my mom all these aluminium earrings. As somebody who wants to do Mother's Day for his mom. I give my mom, hoping that he will be happy. My mom will grab my hand and ask me, where did you steal? Where did you steal this earring? I said, I go and buy it in the market. First of all, my mom took me and take me to where I said I bought it. First of all, she established that I bought it from that man. I said, see the man I bought the earring. My mom asked him, did I bought this earring here? The man said, yes. He have established that one. Make sure that I didn't steal the earring. While we are on our way going home, he now grabbed me. Where did you get the money you used in buying the earring? Because that's another case. And I told her that, remember that I used to do my basket. I don't know how to put it in English. I'm a back it off of Mayana, Yana Garayana Jagasa Abacha. So I don't know how a woman last week, Abacha make them there. So the Gwego Lemretaria, Injistoland. That is when my mom now relax and we go home in peace. From that day, to take somebody then become, because your mom will be the first one to call you a criminal. But when now we are growing, people start wearing the uniform of Nigeria. What are we seeing? That is what we are seeing. Anyway, having said that, I just want to make you people understand that immediately the spirit of Nigeria leaves you. You begin to see things you do in the past. How did you get there? You know why? I have traveled so many places and see how our Igbo brothers are suffering in the name of trying to make money. And it breaks my heart. US in Nigeria, like my brother Paul was saying, I hold a US passport. And the day I went to swear oath of allegiance to America, the day I went for the interview, I remember the man asking me, do you think freedom is free? That's the question, the last question that man asked me. I don't forget it. Do you think freedom is free? I say, yes, freedom is free. He said, no, freedom is not free. That freedom comes with a price. That this freedom you are enjoying here, some people are paying for it. That is why we are not allowing any war to happen in American ground. We take the war to them, keeping everybody. So, and now, while I was leaving that office, that was what's ringing in my mind. Freedom is not free. But we live in America where they tell you the land of the free man. How do they secure this freedom? And they are still fighting for this freedom. Even as me and you are speaking. That's why they can hold to North Korea not to send them missile. They can fight a proxy war in Russia. They can fight Iraq. All these things so that crisis will be everywhere outside America. So that America will enjoy freedom. If you don't know it today. And I'm telling U.S. Embassy in Nigeria, Biafrans want to be like Japan. We want to be like Singapore. We want to be like Hong Kong. We are not a threat to America. So allow us to live Nigeria in peace. We are citizens of America. And we are telling them, please we are not going to be a threat to America. We're going to have a good relationship with America. Don't be afraid. Nigeria is a threat to global peace. That's why they are scammers. That's why they are drug pushers. That's why now they are adding terrorism to it. They have showed you Abu Talib is a Fulani man who wanted to bomb America. They don't like you. If you keep allowing Biafra to be part of Nigeria, in a few years to come, Nigeria will be a launching ground to destroy America. I want America to know this. Nigeria imposed a serious threat to the global peace. America is a land of free world, like Nnamdi Kanu told you people one time. If you don't want to yield to the call of nature, to let Nigeria, to disintegrate Nigeria so that Biafra will be free, God is going to take away what makes you great. I'm just telling you people, as a citizen of America, it's hard time you realize what Nigeria pretends. Secretary of State, Blinken, listen to the cry of Biafrans. Listen to the cry of Biafrans. Don't support the election in Nigeria. Don't be part of it. Don't participate. Don't give Nigeria another breathing space, because in the next 5 to 10 years, Nigeria is going to be Islamized. If you allow this election to go and want Biafra to be part of it, and by the time when it happens, they begin to become threat to America, to all the free world. You know what happened in Afghanistan? After your 20 years in Afghanistan, what happened? So we are telling a U.S. ambassador in Nigeria, we need your support. And if you don't want to support us, your enemies will support us. We are not hiding it. We are not afraid anymore. Because this thing we are living is no more life. You people know the price of freedom. Freedom comes with a price. Why don't you allow us? We have paid that price. 3 million of our brothers and sisters, we are starved to death. And America watch without doing anything. Remember, there's a guy that killed himself because of the suffering the Biafrans were going through the war. Steve Jobs, the owner of iPhone, he stopped going to church because he was asking God for people that love God this way to be suffering, going through this poverty. Where is that God? It's hard time. I can understand that it's time for Biafra to go and serve their God and be what that God blessed them with. We are not part of Nigeria, and we will never be part of Nigeria. And the worst part of it is that every ethnicity that have made up that country rejected Nigeria from the first day Nigeria was formed. That is why even the least ethnic nationality in that country have never accepted that name Nigeria. You see people defending their Igbo blood, the Shekiri blood. Where is Nigerian blood? There's nothing like that. And there will never be anything like that. Either you are a Fulani man, or you are Igbo man, or you are Yoruba man. So, that is why people always go after when people insult their ethnicity. You can insult Nigeria as you want. Nobody cares. But immediately it comes for Igbo people. Even the man that is saying, oh, let's go for one Nigeria. He will say somebody is saying a bigotry statement. Because against him, it's our time America understand that we cannot work as a people in one Nigeria. It's time for us to go. So election in Biafra land should not be the thing they should support. They should support our call for referendum so that we can have our freedom. As Americans, we are calling on ambassador of America in Nigeria. Heed to our cry. We are no more hiding it that we are fighting back. We have stand up to fight back, and we are going to fight back. So anybody that are going to stand on our way, it doesn't matter who it is, we're going to be able to stand and fight. Because if you don't fight, you will die kneeling down. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. I encourage all of you. Put your voice. We're not going to have this election anymore. For 24 years, a child born in 24 years now is about to marry. So what have we achieved? Somebody was saying on Twitter, oh, don't mind people who calling for no election. Don't fall for it. It will destroy Igbo. And I asked that person, what have election for 24 years bring it to Igbo land? They have bring killing. Somebody like Emperor Mad, where is he? He didn't even fix the road from Onitsha to Port Harcourt, Anambra to Enugu. What Weapons Adema is doing? Did you listen to the interview of Iken Gimo? I didn't even know that the guy was called on the phone, threatening him that they're going to kill him. That is what election have brought to us since 1999. So killing is what election have given us. How many of our brothers have been killed in the name of election? And somebody is saying we should go for it again. And I encourage everyone, we have to do it. It's a tax we must come. Call your brothers and sisters. I have told them, I don't want to cry. If you go out, I was talking to one of my friends who just go to Nigeria recently. He said the only solution is that no election. That he's on ground and see what is happening. That when people say sit at home, that the truth sit at home he have observed in Nigeria was peaceful. Nobody that was in his house that was hot. It's not these people that are doing agidi. You want to do agidi and go outside. Police will kill you. Army will kill you. Kidnappers will take you away because everybody's hungry. This morning, Joy Ibokwe is crying for no money in the bank. These are people that have dehumanized us and said we are the troublemaker. Now he's calling for sabotage. My people, how long are we going to continue like this? It's hard time we stand and fight. Anybody telling you one Nigeria, Mazuna de Carlos said that person is your enemy. And anybody think Like he said in Sahara Reporters, he said he's a student of contemporary history. Where have you gotten your freedom with PVC? Where have you gotten your freedom through backyard? Oh, let's dialogue and this and no. Freedom comes with a pride because everybody knows the benefit of freedom. That's why we have to stand up at this time. There's no time again to get Biafra. This is our best opportunity because everything is working against Nigeria. God is on our side at this time. Thank you, my brother. God bless everybody.
Thank you so much, my brother. The Mouth of Justice, for that wonderful submission. God bless you so much. This is my brother Emeka. I want you to neglect the time frame that people speak and to also call people to order when they are digressing on the topic we have at hand. We don't want this space to be like people that have not been here or people that have been coming to our spaces. They come to seem as if it's one thing that we are saying every day. Let's stick on the topic we have at hand. It's very, very important. We have to send this message as strong as we can to tell them, to remind them of their own United States Human Rights Charter. What the rules. No, these rights are meant for all human beings. These are human rights, and we are all human beings. Or are these rights meant for exceptional people or a particular set of individuals? And those rights are not meant for all these people that have been on this contraption, on this dungeon called One Nigeria. So please, we have 5 points here that will be deliberating on. On this US in Nigeria is voting the only right the people of Nigeria have. We have the right not to be discriminated in anywhere we find ourselves within the world. Let's talk about it. The discrimination, both the discrimination in Nigeria, both the discrimination outside the country, let's discuss about it. Let's tell our hearers about it, our listeners about it, people that will come across this letter. All this One Nigeria is always obedient. We begin to reason. The right for equity, do you have it in this contraction? Equity between men and women, do you have it in this contraction? The right to life, not to be killed anyhow, do you have it in this contraction? These are the points we have to be looking into. The right not to be tortured when you are being accused of any crime. The right for you not to be tortured. Let's talk about it. Is all these rights, are these people preaching it to us? The way they preach voting to us. The right not to be enslaved, freedom from slavery. Do we have it? We have a lot of these points, and we will treat it till the rights are finished. Maybe we treat this particular topic, we treat it like 3 days or 4 days before we will be able to run it up. Because the rights, there are so many of them. And all these rights, none of them are we seeing in the life of our people, or these people practicing it. These people that are preaching it, they are not practicing it. So my brothers, let's stick to what we have at hand. Let's send this message. We know that Nigeria is not working. We know that it's not working. But this right that these people are talking about, the right of voting, let's tell them there are other rights apart from the right of voting. So thank you, my brother, please. Continue from here.
Just, I wanted to ask, how many minutes do we need to give?
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yes, 3 minutes. Yes.
Okay,
if you want to make
minutes.
a reference, there's nothing stops you from digressing a bit, but come back to the topic that we are discussing. Thank you.
Okay, Okapo, who is next?
Next is Chuku Kadibia. So after Chuku Kadibia, the branch, Mr. Sense, Mr. Sense, Kames. Thank you.
Sorry, before we go on, sorry. When I give you this this waving happened, just know that you have maybe 30 seconds or so left. Please.
Okay, thank you, Emeka. Thank you, Ifeanyi. Thank you, Paul. Despite all the difficulties, we must continue. I'm going to stick to maximum 3 minutes because I've been going to embark on a 3-hour train journey. But because this topic today, US and Nigeria, is voting the only right. and the people of Nigeria have, it brings it home. My 89-year-old mother, my mother will be 90 in May. She's an American citizen. My daughter is an American citizen. My grandsons, 2 of them are American citizens. I went to university in America. I want to address the American ambassador in Nigeria that, hello, you better stay, I want to remind them that they shouldn't be talking about elections because we know their history. Like they always say, if you want to hide something, put it in a book. You want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. But these black men are not normal black men. The black men of autopilot are not normal black men. They are the black men that research. So I just want to quickly, without taking too many minutes, I got 2 minutes, I believe. In 1775, there was not, if they came to America and told them that we want a democratic election and we want everything to go, they would not listen. They were fighting Britain. And in that fight and in that war, they had to fight for their civil rights. They had to fight for their existence. Their friends are fighting like Peter Tosh, the musician, said, we want equal rights and justice. We don't want no peace. We're not looking for peace. Our man, MMK, is in custody after being released by the court. He's there. The USA is not talking about that. They're talking about election. So what I want to remind quickly, I wanted to speak longer, but let me try to condense it. So what I want to remind our people, the Biafrans, is, and also the American embassy or the US government, is their history. Because you can never run away from your shadow. During that war, which lasted about 8 years, they fought Great Britain. They were the first colony to get their independence. We've not forgotten USA. The beasts that we have today, the Ifeanyis, the Pauls, the Marquis, we remember. We're not adamant, we're not doubt. You've taken away history from our curriculum, but you're not taking away knowledge from this beast. These clones of MK, these clones of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So what I'm trying to tell you is that our people, don't worry, we're going to die like MLK said. They're going to kill us. We're going to kill them, and therefore we come. Just to reiterate 1 minute without taking too much time, because I'm the kind of person that likes to conform to time limits. I wanted to speak to for about 5-7 minutes, but let me try and do it in 3 minutes. So,
keep going.
Okay, keep going because my train is 20 minutes time. So let me take 5 more minutes, please. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is to educate our people that those same USA who are talking about elections, about democracy, literally fought a war for their own civil rights, for their own independence, for their own right to live, for their own right of persistence, from Britain. And while you are fighting that fight to see how Europeans are, they are actually backed up by France, USA on one side, France, Spain, and Holland were supporting them. On the other side is UK themselves. They didn't have that much support, but they have what they call the Germans. Can you believe the Germans were supporting the UK in this war? But guess what? At the end, USA won, and they got their independence. USA, Germans need their independence. We don't need no election. And for my fellow brothers and sisters, the Biafrans who do not take time to go to that internet to search for information, although because of the blockage, I'm sure that the way you can, there are many ways you can. If you don't contact the media warriors, they will enlighten you, they will empower you how you can get more information because you're living in a dungeon. Having said that, you are asking for an election. Election for what? To elect the corrupt people that have been conniving with you? Election for what? Just like the American brother said, a few days ago on the social media. He says, listen, this USA, this UK, they all want election. You know why? If Tinubu wins, laughing. Laughing means everything continues. Their business is, continues. If Atiku wins, they're laughing. If Obi wins, they're laughing. In other words, these Western powers, they play on our intelligence, about election because they know they will never lose. But we're not interested in election. So the last thing I would say before I board my train, but I'll be listening, but I will not be able to talk because of the intermittent connection, off and on connection when you're on the train, when you're in a fast train, which is what saddens me. Because my father went to Cambridge University, came back, and he was in the Nigerian Railways. Enugu Railway Station, Umahia, Ibeku, all those things, everything is no more. It is sad. It makes me cry. My father is dead. He'll be turning in his grave to hear that Enugu does not have a train station anymore. But it's okay because the train station they have in the Nigeria now is nothing. We're going to build our own modern train. And so finally, before my train, I'm going to be listening. I always listening. I sleep. I eat. Biafra right now. Even my business. My business is sports, but everything Biafra. If any Biafran player, I help them. I'm passionate about Biafra. So what I'm going to say is that the last thing I would say, and I'll keep on listening, because a lot of the brothers there are bringing a lot of knowledge, is please, brothers and sisters, no, we're going to die. I'm going to give you this statistic. When USA, the so-called USA who won election, these are their casualties. Their casualties, people they lost. When they were fighting an 8.5-year war with the UK, with Britain, they lost so much, but the most number was actually smallpox disease. In other words, they lost more in the disease than even the battle. So let us not come to us and talk about election. We're going to die, we're going to fight, and we're going to get our freedom. Even in Britain themselves, they had to seek for support from Germans who are their so-called enemies. Don't believe their eyes. These people are all the same. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to hand the mic over. Let us remain resolute. Let us know that there is a man, one of us, who has lost his father, his mother, and I don't know where the wife is. I don't even know. Probably he's lost her as well. Let's not talk about that. He's lost everything. He's not giving in. That man could easily go to Alaska. That man could easily go to Washington right now and live in a mansion. That man could easily come to London and live in a mansion. But he is resolute. So let us continue to listen to this, what they call autopilot. Because I see when we have space, like today, those guys who are putting green, white, green, which MLK detects. How can you put MLK in a green, white, green background and say your IPOP? Are you mad? Are you crazy? What's going on with our people? They are all coming to this space. So I'm talking to you now, right now, because if and only if anything happens to MLK, it's all over. But right now, nothing. And I pray, let me end with a prayer. I pray that the prayer Paul and the rest of them we've been doing every day. Today I couldn't make it because I was not available. The prayer that MLK, who was born as a Biafra, and time and ever, any weapon formed and fighting against them by any person that brings water, any person that was conceived by a woman will not prosper. Every tongue that rises up against them will be condemned. MLK will live to see Biafra. Cameroon will lead us to Biafra. He said.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you so much for that elaborate question. Thank you so much for you really speak on the topic and the things that we needed to hear on this space. God bless you so much. Because the US is just like you are living in your house and I'm living in mine, and you came to my house and there are criminals that are coming to attack me, and they are advising me to leave my gate open. That I shouldn't have a security man that is more costly to pay security. Why should I have a security man? But as I allow it by God's grace, the criminals will not come. But you know that they have robbed my neighbor and they have made an attempt in my house. But you are preaching to me not to put any security, that I shouldn't be conscious of security at all. That I should just have faith and continue living the way I'm living, that they will not come to me. But you have security everywhere in your house, even CCTV camera all over. And you caution your security men that before somebody will come into the compound, they should know who that person is, they should know what that person is coming to do, they should know what that person is living with, that they should check everything that person is coming in and out with. But to me, you say that you be unguided, that nothing will happen to you. That is exactly the message this international community are giving to the indigenous people of Nigeria, to the indigenous people, to Biafra, to Budua, to Ambazonia, that we should be unguided. We shouldn't talk about freedom. We shouldn't talk about any other rights. We should just go ahead and start voting and leave everything in the hand of God. But we say no. We will do more than what they did to the people. And that is why we are here. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, thank you. The Berechi, you will speak next. After that, Mr. Kamel. Then we have a good man after good man, Efanye. Okay, before I give you Mike, the Berechi, okay, on the United Nations human rights, it says human rights include the right to life and liberty, freedom from slavery and torture, freedom of option and expression, the right to work and educate, many more. And if the United Nations is putting this in our day, why are they not doing anything about Martin Nandekala that his human right was violated? Why are they not holding the Nigerian government accountable? It's their right to vote and also to, not to vote, to stop the election. All the rights are here. Fucking trash right now. The Brechi, please, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everyone in this space. Always happy to be in your midst. Appreciate you all. Okay. I want to go this way. You say? Sometimes I wonder why we Africans. I wonder why some of us, like the ignorant ones, I wonder what is their problem. I wonder why they are so blind. There's something that is standing on their face, like somebody is standing on their face, even like waving hand on their face. The problem is standing on their face, waving hand, but they still yet they can't see the problem facing them. I wonder why. What is there as in how they reason? I wonder what will happen if everybody will just be reasoning like the way we are reasoning here. Like if everybody will rise up and reason like a human being, the way we are reasoning, bringing the ideas, reasoning together. Sometimes I don't just know what to tell these people. I don't know what to say to them. But it's like they were blindfolded. But I don't know why they have not been removed let's say there was these British people use a cloth and wrap up their eyes, but I don't know why they have refused to tie up. They have refused to remove the clothes up from their face when the problem is standing in front of their face, waving hand at them. These people, they think is the only right we have is to vote. That's the only right we have as the black people, as the black people they call us, as the living black people. The only right we have is to go out to the polling unit and vote. We have right to vote. Let me tell them, yes, we have right to vote. If it's in the country that is working, in the place that is everything that is moving fine, yes, human beings have right to make their choice of voting, but not in Nigeria. Not that place called Nigeria. Because right now, we are fighting a fight to survive. Before we talk about who to vote for. We want to survive. We want to live like a human being. We want to live like them. They are not the only one that God created this whole world for. They are not the only one that knows how to enjoy freedom. These people have been killing us for years. They have not come up to say what is wrong with these people. What is the problem? Why are you killing these people? None of them have said such thing. Our leader Mazen and the Gallo have tried making effort to reach these people. Still yet, they have not come to us and asked what is the problem between you. Why is these people killing you, or what is the problem? None of them have said such thing. But now election is fast approaching. They are now rising up their ugly head from the code they were. They are now rising up their ugly head for their code. For us to come and for them to come and tell us now we now have rights. It's our right to vote. Why these Fulani people have been killing us? This Nigeria have been doing almost all sort of people to us. Anywhere we try, or anyhow we are trying to survive, they will be blocking all the ways. Now, these US and British people, the only right they know we have is to come out and vote. I want to tell them that our right is not only to vote. We have right to survive. And the right we have now is for us to take our freedom. We have to take our freedom. We have to live like a human being. We can't be voting in a system that is killing us. In a system that will kill us and nobody will talk. Nobody will ask what is the problem. And now we are pushing it to them. It's obvious that we have come to understand that these people are the problem that we are having. Because they are the ones supporting these people. These people have been killing us. They are not asking questions. They have not come to our help. All the help that we are calling, they have not come to ask what is the problem. The only thing they have raised up their head now is for us to come and exercise our rights through voting. I just want to tell them that our rights, we also have rights to live, to survive, to live like a human being. And this time, we are taking it up. We are taking it up to take our freedom. All the time these people are killing us, they keep quiet. So it's now better for them to keep quiet and leave us. Freedom is not free, it's not cheap. But we have stand up to take our freedom. We are raising up our head to take this freedom. We are not going to die with our nails while these people are killing us. So it's better for them to keep quiet. Since these people have been killing us, see this Fulani and this Nigeria have been killing us. They have not said anything. Now we have made up our mind. We are taking the choice to survive. We are raising up our head that we're going to take this freedom. Whether anything that it costs for us to survive and take this freedom, we're going to take it and enjoy it the way they enjoy freedom in their own side. Then if they know that they will not support us to live and survive like a human being, it's better for them to keep quiet and let us do it the way we want to do it and get our freedom and exit from Nigeria. We are not part of Nigeria and we don't want to be part of them anymore. We are taking it for ourselves. Nobody will do it for us. If they know they're not going to support us, let them keep quiet. All of them should keep quiet and remain mute while we fight our way out from Nigeria. Thank you all. I submit here.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Mr. Sands, we're gonna get you in, but before we get you in, if do you have anything to say? Okay, while I'm waiting on him, let me read this. It's a Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Okay, The preamble is a little bit long, but I'm not going to read it. Let me read Article 1. Okay? Article 1 says that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and right. They are endowed with reason and conscious true acts one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article says that everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedom set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind, such as race, color, sex, language, religion, other option, the national or social origin, birth of other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of political, judicial, international status, country to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or under any position of sovereignty. I'm not reading here. Go ahead. After that, I'm going to read it. It's almost up to Article 30. I just read Article 1 and 2. Okay, just go ahead because we need to point this thing out so that these people, they know that we know exactly what is going on. Let them not think as if we are stupid.
Oh, looks like he was kicked out. He'll be back soon. So who is next? I think it's Mr. Sense, right? Mr. Sense, please go ahead.
Am I coming out clear?
Very clear.
All right. Good day, everyone. Good evening, good morning, good night, depending on your location. It's actually an interesting topic. You know, this period.
Mr. Sense, before you proceed on your thoughts, we have Emeka, we have only 30 minutes to stay here more. Let's
okay.
Of the 30 minutes to stay here more, please. 30 minutes. Everybody should stick to the time and go straight to the point. Thank you.
Okay. This period is the time that we need to take the international communities head on based on what they bring to the table. The topic, of course, we all know the answer is a rhetorical question that we already know the answer to, which is that in Nigeria, we know for US, for UK, and for all those people that have benefited for one Nigeria, voting is the only thing that they are concerned about. Voting is the only thing that matters to them because it validates their corruption, it validates the fact that they will keep getting the resources from our land. So we understand they have been docile, they have not been doing anything. So, but the truth is that the table has turned. You know, all these years, it has been us writing petition, making statements, begging them, asking them, lobbying, and all that we have done over the years. And it only brought nothing but death to us, to our brothers. It only brought a lot of things to us. But they knew the game changed the day Mazen Namdekan launched ESN. Because ESN is not under any zoo government. ESN is not under any governmental authority. Look at the other security outfit that we have, the ones, the Amotekun and what have you, even the one launched by Utom. All of them are become docile. All of them are doing nothing because it's being politically used. So here's the fact. We know that they are just interested in elections so they can validate whatever they have. The US does no longer have a good relationship. They have a smeared relationship with Russia, which also has been a bedrock for the supply of oil to them, and also throughout Europe. So they know Biafra land is also an option for them. And they know that the oil they are talking about is in our land. So they're going to do everything possible. But everything possible to stop them, we are also going to do that. And so we are not stopping, and we continue to take them head on in whatever plan that they have. And at the end of the day, one thing we can assure them is that Biafra is coming this year. And of course, I will say this as a prophecy. If they fight us so hard before we get this freedom, then when we get this freedom, we may not partner with them in curbing terrorism in Africa. They may have to go into doing it themselves, because we have warned them that this place, if they allow it to continue, they are going to have the ISWAP, the Boko Haram, they are going to have a base here to attack the world and attack them too. And so it's better for them to have an alliance now and understand that the game have changed. And the best thing they can do is to start thinking of a bilateral relationship with Biafran people. If not, if they make themselves our enemies, we shall become a friend to their enemy. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sense. That was well put submission. Good man, please go ahead. Good man, are you there? We have about 25 minutes left. Ifeanyi, please go ahead.
Ifeanyi might not be hearing you. Good man, can you hear him?
Ifeanyi, are you not there?
Ifeanyi, bam.
Good man, are you not there? Okay. That's sensible people. And I think we have to say one or two other things before we will give our closing remark. At the space of this 30 days left, then tomorrow we'll continue from where we stop. We stop at 5 major rights of the people. Emeka, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to put this out there. You know, the U.S. government persons listening, representatives listening, they should know that by now, with all their intelligence, you know, from the FBI, CIA, you know, and all that, even the British, the people that they are working with to enslave all of us will come for them. It's as simple as that. It's not a matter of prophecy or anything. They know the people they're dealing with. These people act as if they don't have soul, they don't care about life. The way they are treating people within that contraption, that's the way they're going to do to other bodies, including USA, including UK. In fact, in UK, people are no longer allowed to preach Jesus Christ. The last time I saw it on a YouTube video, a man was arrested, and it seems the police department has a lot of Islamists now in the UK. But they are free to sing, you know, to call for prayers for their Islamic prayers on London Bridge. I saw the video. I was surprised. So in other words, the UK's home is already burning. It seems they're not feeling the heat enough yet, but their eyes looking at us, you know, where they're going to keep on taking up resources or their interests. They need to take care of themselves, because while they are being distracted by us, because I see Biafra as a distraction to the well-being of UK. They are being distracted by our affairs. They need to settle down, calm down, and look at what's going on within their ranks. They are already being infiltrated by the Islamic jihadist terrorists. They are already doing their thing. That's what I wanted to point out. Thank you. So it seems we have Prince.
Yes, we have Prince, and we have Ifeanyi back. If Ifeanyi is ready to speak, and let him speak in the next 2 minutes, then Prince will get ready, please. Thank you.
Oh, Biafra.
Biafra will help you.
Yeah. I thank you all for good work we are doing. It's not easy to be a Biafran. To be a Biafran, we will be Biafran. We don't know the goodness our God have done to us to be a Biafran. Then they're talking to vote. Let them go and vote for Nigeria. But we are a Biafra. Let our brothers know that God has already put it and He's already ordained it that we are going to succeed. If not the word of God to come to pass, let all the world be perished. If not the Biafra to come, let everybody be perished. Everybody that talking about voting, they are very senseless human beings. I don't listen to them because they don't know what they are doing. If they are, the time they will come back to their senses, it may be too late to them. Oh, Biafra, let us continue speaking about Biafra because that is our liberty and that is our strength. Without Biafra, nothing can happen and nothing can be, and we cannot be anything without Biafra. Thank you all.
Thank you, and God bless you, Mr. Ifeanyi and Brother Ifeanyi. You really spoke well. Who is anybody? Brother Paul, you have anything to say? Or the previous speakers, Daberichi? Anything to say? Oh, sorry, Prince. Sorry. Prince, go ahead, please.
Good evening, my brothers and sisters. God bless you all for the good work. We must continue to fight. You see, that war is not won by weapons. War is won on the basis of justice. When God is with you, even if it's kitchen knife, you win the battle, even with kitchen knife. So it is very clear that the whole world against us. They are killing us. It is not only Nigerian government that is a terrorist state. The British government, the US government, they are all part of this evil. They are all part of the genocide. So we must stand on our ground. God is with us, and He will give us victory in the name of Jesus.
You said.
Many people are saying we are fighting against P2B. We are not fighting against P2B. P2B is the one fighting against us. P2B is the one fighting against millions of Biafrans. He is fighting against our past heroes that have died for Biafra's sake. And to be honest, it's what happened in the book. All of them that fought against Moses, that God sent to deliver His people, none of them entered the promised land. And I believe, because history repeats itself, I believe that this is going to be the fate of as many that are consciously fighting against our struggle. So God bless you all. No election. We are here in Biafra land. Anything, whatever it is, we are going to give it to them. And God is with us. The angels of God, they are with us. Our leader must be released unconditionally. And this year, Biafra must be liberated in Jesus' name.
You say. Adding to his statement, Prince made a comment now that I just picked up. He said those that are fighting is Biafra, mostly. That's a very powerful word. We have two sets of people. People that are fighting consciously and people that are fighting unconsciously. That's why I'm mainly upset over people that are actually doing it on purpose. Probably because of criminality that the criminality that they profit from. Sometimes I even think about the presidents, former president Gowon, when he was used to fight against us, to kill our people. At the end of the day, they played politics and kicked him out of that seat. that seat of power. He was betrayed after betraying us. You know, I wonder how he felt. He's still alive. You know, I don't think he has apologized or done anything about it. But who knows? God has kept him alive to see Biafra being actually actualized. And those of you that are consciously fighting against Biafra for evil reasons. Anyway, now a cup of tea. But those that don't know much, ask questions. Please, ask questions. Why do we want our freedom? Why are we kicking against? Why are we leaving Nigeria? Why are we kicking against Nigeria? We're leaving Nigeria to restore our nation. Ask questions. Don't just follow the crowd. You know, I'll land here. Ray text, it's your turn. Go ahead, please.
Let me say and explore something to that effect. You know that you are ignorant of the law. Also mean that you will not suffer the consequences if you violate any. I want to tell us the story in the book of Exodus. When the children of Israel is leaving Egypt, when Moses went to Mount Sinai to receive the 10 Commandments, the Israelites, they meet Aaron. Those people that have been crying, why did they leave Egypt where they are eating milk and honey, cucumber and onion? They went to Aaron. If he's of this species, we don't know his whereabouts. Maybe wild animals have killed him there. Maybe he will never come out. Just like the way most people are saying, maybe Nnamdi Kanu will never come out. We don't know his whereabouts. We don't know what will be his fate there. They meet Aaron. Make us a God that will be seen, just like the gods of the Egyptians. That they are seeing their God, they pray to it. Make us a God. They gather those gifts that was given to them, that God instructed them. Meet any Egyptian, anything you ask of him or her, he will give it to you. He will give it to you. They went out with a lot of gold. But these people, because of their foolishness, they gather those gold and give it to Aaron. Aaron is like these expelled criminals. When the children of light met them, give us a God now that only do is inside. Show us the right channel to follow now. Aaron did not have any God to present to the children of light, to the children of Israel. He learned nothing all his day, all the miracles that Moses did in the land of Egypt. Aaron learned nothing. Aaron could not command the children of Israel to keep quiet and wait on Moses that he will come. Aaron could not command the children of Israel to stick to the path that they have taken to go to the promised land. That same God that brought them out, that divided the Red Sea, is well and capable to take them to the promised land. When Moses came down, all those people that connived and persuaded Aaron to make a God for them. Those people that call themselves the leaders, they know they deliberately did what they did to jeopardize the journey, to see if Moses will come back and say, okay, let's go back to Egypt. But Moses asks, who is on the Lord's side? This is what has just happened. That is what that lead to the emergence of the autopiloted IPAB. A question was asked, who is on the Lord's side? The people that deliberately sabotage the struggle, they went on the other side. And those people that didn't even know what is happening went with them. Some went with them. They are ignorant of what is happening. They went with them. Immediately they went there. Moses broke the stone that was given to him, that the commandment was written on it. Once he broke that commandment, the land opened and swallowed those people that is in that camp. The land didn't say, this person, I know this person, is ignorant of this, and he just followed these people for following sake. You made your decision to follow the wrong people. So if you're sabotaging the struggle deliberately or ignorantly, the fact still remains that you sabotage. And that cannot be untreated. So that is what it is. So there's nothing like a deliberate sabotage. And on deliberate sabotage, when freedom is at stake, when your freedom is at stake, that your undeliberate sabotage, that your careless sabotage can cost the whole nation their life, can cost the whole nation their freedom. So there's no deliberate sabotage and deliberate sabotage and sabotage. Thank you, my brothers, and I want to welcome my brother, Sonia Barawa, in our midst. God bless you so much for making our time to be here. And before we call on rest, if Sonia Barawa is not too busy now, maybe he will give us a word before we call rest to speak. Thank you, my brother, for coming along. God bless you.
I salute everyone in the house. Mazifanya, I salute you, Mazemeka, Taberechi, Paul, Mr. Sands, Raytex, Ifeanyi on the other end again, Frenam Dekano, Arinze, Mazi, Chuku, Christian Frank, Ikem, Obi, Pedro, Chris, and everyone in the house. Forgive me if I don't call and reckon on everybody. I salute everyone and appreciate your work. I just came in to see that you guys are on space, though I was supposed to have been here, but I've been engaged with some other things. But I must appreciate you guys for keeping the space all the time and educating our people. And also the Efulefus that may not understand what freedom is all about. Blessed is this generation of Biafrans that have made it determined to themselves to be part and parcel of the freedom of their people. And blessed is the womb that gave birth to you all, because wherever they are, they will be beating to their chest and say, what we did by bringing you alive have not been in vain. Thank you to you all, and then we move. Looking at the topic of the day is Nigerians. Wait, is it the US in Nigeria is voting only the right people in Nigeria, or is it
Nigeria is voting, US in Nigeria is voting the only right the people of Nigeria have.
Ah, okay. It's a question posing to the US. Okay. All right.
And we read out some other rights of the people as enshrined in the Constitution, in the US Charter, the UN Charter. We are treating 5 points today. 5 points today. It said, as the United Nations Human Rights reads, that all human beings have rights not to be discriminated. That's number 1. Freedom from discrimination. Then right to equity between men and women. And right to life. Freedom from torture. And freedom from slavery. We stopped on these 5 points. These 5 points is what we're doing today. Tomorrow we'll continue with the next with the remaining points. So
all right, Mazi. Thank you, Mazi. When the Western world are talking about the black Africans, as they call it, or the West African blacks, all these their laws enumerated in the African Charter, UN Charter, OAU Charter, Human Rights Charter, and Commonwealth Charter, and NATO Charter, is not important and considerable to them because it involves the lives of the West African blacks. This is coming from what they have been saying on the media. It was reported on a live broadcast on CNN where they asked the question, why is it hard for you people to interfere in the issue of the insecurity in one Nigeria, specifically Boko Haram. And that should have been 7 or 8 years ago. And they said, because their lives are not a priority. They said, if they were to be the white African countries, that they will go. But this is predominantly in the West African black countries. So their lives are not important and not a priority. But their resources are a priority to them. So they come and they make and they destroy the lives of the people in this community because of the oil and gas and everything that they have. Now, coming back again to ask the question, is voting the only right the people of Nigeria have? The people of Nigeria do not even have a right because their rights have been bastardized. Their rights have been bastardized in the sense that their votes do not count. It is in the Nigerian enclave that the vote of the voters, what they decide, do not decide who becomes the president. But what the people that count the vote, the people that count the vote are the people that decide who wins the election. So this is one thing people should understand. And that is why we are coming with the conclusion of, after studying the template of the Fulanis and the British in one Nigeria for years, and after also going through what our forefathers have been through, and also studying the dangerous diversity and the impossible solution of making Nigeria a workable place. The Biafran people and the Oduduwas and the Ambonsonians have come to the conclusion that the only way out is end the contraption to save the lives of the people. Because when you go to the pool, you only go there for showy display. You go to the pool, you go there to also dance to the gallery. Just like I will quote Peter Obi, he said, I am not promising you that I am going to change Nigeria. I know that Nigeria cannot be changed overnight. I know that Nigeria cannot be changed. But I am going there to also make sure I give you the hope. I am here in the scene of the political arena to give you the hope. And then he went on to use the instance of churches and heaven. He told you that we go to church and then we say that we go to heaven when we die. And then he asked the question, who has ever gone to heaven and come back to confirm that he went to heaven for you to know that he's been in heaven? But everybody go to church and that we need to do what? To hope that the pastors are giving you hope. The churches are giving you hope in Christianity. That you have to live up to the expectations that are written in the Bible. But yet nobody has ever been a living witness to tell you he has gone to heaven and then come back for you to confirm. So he is in the scene to play to the gallery to give you the hope, which is the hopeless hope of a one Nigeria. He knows that it will not work. All the political aspirants going to canvass for one position or another, they all know that they are only there to endorse the killings of their next generations. But because of the fact that everybody must go and play to the gallery because of money and fame and his name and the reason of being amongst the game players of the season, they have to do this. When I say being among the game players of the season, you will understand how Obi came to be amongst the game players. All of you know that Obi was a running mate to Atiku and PDP. And then, overnight, we saw Obi in UK. In a meeting, the UK Parliament House. There that was where they told Obi, you have a different mandate. You must go and distract and rip away the focus of the Biafran people from their Biafra mandate. Because since we captured Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we have seen that the people are not backing down. And Simon Ekpa is becoming adamant. And all the Biafrans are following him, making sure that his clamor continues for no elections in Biafra land. And then they re-emphasize, it is for this reason that we kidnapped this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the first place, so that we can continue the slavery of one Nigeria. But now we've come to see that we made a very wrong move by kidnapping the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because another deadlier and worse and dangerous venom has emerged. And on this very cause, you have to go, because the people have been made to be in a vulnerable situation. This vulnerable situation is what you have seen exemplified today, where you see that people are running to the banks trying to get their money, which they worked and suffered for and then put in the bank. Then today, because of the economic jihad that they have implemented, the people cannot see their money, take their families to the hospital that are sick. Some are hungry, they can't get their money out to be able to use. Some cannot even travel out, or some cannot also use the same money again to do other businesses that are supposed to come forth. So they told me, you must have to go and then be using these sweet words, convince them, giving them the hope, cajole them into believing that you are the one that is going to fix it. Most especially, your aim and objective is to go to the Biafran people, because you have to go and destroy their mandate, so that we will still have this annexation of this contraption called One Nigeria come this 2023. He then came, and then in 3 days, you now saw him in a Labour Party carrying the flag. The question I want to ask everybody, are you or I the one that sat down with Obi and then discussed the plight of our problems in Biafra land before we then say, Obi, go for this? No, none of us. And he did not put anything on the table to us. So when we ask the question, is voting the only right the people of Nigeria has? There are many things that comes with it. Why do we only have the right to go and vote when US and UK say we should go and vote, but we don't have the right to life? We don't have the right to security. We don't have the right to development. We don't have the right to power. We don't have the right to freedom of worship. We don't have the right to be where we want to be, and also to be elected into power and then serve until when we want. Why is it that when you finish school, it's only Adamu that can get jobs, but Shehu also will be the boss? While you now have Emeka as the cleaner, you now have Okon as the gate man, you now have Efion as the boy that will be a washing place in the kitchen. It is Okon and Emeka that will be answering Oga. Daberechi and Ugochukwu and Ezinne will now be the ones working as the boys of the house, while the Ogas will remain as the Fulanis in power. Why is it so? Don't we have such rights? Is it only when there is election that the US and UK, UN, EU, OAU have their mouth open to come out and then be talking to Nigerians to say, go and vote? When they have massacred, and when Southern Kaduna is burning, when Benue State are packing their dead bodies every day and piling them up with caterpillar, when there is invasion in Olu, when there is invasion in Omodanze or Gikwe Iyala, Uli, our mama, to mention but few, where is US in Nigeria? Where is UK in Nigeria? Isn't that our right? Where is EU in Nigeria? Isn't that our right? Why is our own right only deviated to when there is time by election, which will validate the slavery of UK and US and EU and all international communities that will continue to make on our flesh? Why don't we have this right exacerbated on us when things are supposed to be in order? Not when all of us have been put in one chance. Because the situation now you see is that Nigerians are in one chance and it can explode anytime. Before I entered this space, I saw a communique from Sahara Reporters, which published and said that terrorists, the kingpin of a terrorist, is displaying the new Naira note, which the people that actually works to contribute to the economy of the country are actually jumping inside the banks. I saw one man that stripped himself naked. That man stripped himself naked and then tried to climb on top of the counter. And somebody may not understand why that man did what he did. That man, his mother or his wife may have been in the hospital. His family may have been in a very sick condition. They may be looking for this money just to save a life in the hospital. And we all know how one Nigeria does not give preference to life. If you take someone to the hospital, they don't give a damn unless you pay every dime before they start what they have to start. So when I watched that video, it posed a very good question to me, because we all have families and we know what it means. The life of that man or woman may have been at risk before the man went to that extent of that showy display inside the bank. But this money have been in the hands of the terrorists that controls the country. And then US now claim that they are not aware of this. They are aware of it. There is one communique that came out some days ago, which makes us to understand that Biden administration, this Joe Biden's administration, has been petitioned and then written to by a Christian body organization in America. Now, this is not a Christian body in Nigeria or not in another country. This is a Christian body in America. They have written and then petitioned Biden for them to look after the incessant killings of Christians in Nigeria by the Caliphate government. But Biden have done what? He turned his blind eyes over it. But what you can see is that Biden, with his commission in Nigeria, are able to issue this madness memo that we saw flying, that they are commissioned and then ready to make sure election holds and must be peaceful in Nigeria. So the lives of the people is not a right to them, but only the right to go and endorse their own slavery. It's very, very pathetic. And the Biafran people are endorsing the only thing that we call no elections in Biafra land. We're also encouraging every well-meaning Nigerian that has his or her senses intact to wake up from this narrative of one Nigeria, because it is going to consume everyone. But for the Biafran people, we are ready to defend our lands and to defend it with everything, with our blood. All we need is the support of everybody. Let me stop here, Mazi.
Thank you so much, my brother. Onya Parawa, God bless you so much for this wonderful submission and teachings on our right, the mission of Kopi and all that. God bless you, my brother. One thing, every one of us, we have a lot of people here, and I know there are one Nigeria this year. Please, we need somebody to come and explain to us furthermore other rights that Nigerians have now. As one Nigerian is, you come up, you tell us that these are other rights that you have experienced, that these other rights you have exercised, that these other rights that you have experience in Nigeria, how you exercise your rights. You come and tell us, you that carry this boat on your head, you come and tell us that outside you exercising your right to vote, to vote in your candidate, like you said, to vote to validate your slavery for another 4-8 years. Because this one is not just going to be 8 years, it's going to be forever. Because if every one of us are stupid as some of, let me just not use that language, but if some of us adapt, like some of the obedience are, after this election is forever, it's an infinitum. There will be no any other opportunity that will be given to you, because the Fulanization agenda in Afghanistan will happen to Nigeria. And you dare not talk about freedom in Islamic State. Your hand will be cut off. You'll be killed on broad daylight. You'll be used as an example, as an scapegoat to other people, show example to others, that whoever rise to say that they are doing protest, even when you are being killed, even when you are being massacred, even when your rights, the rights now in the US, the same people that are preaching to you the right to vote, what they are preaching to the Afghanistan women now is that they will do everything possible to protect their dignity as women in Afghanistan. But they see the trouble when it's coming. They feel the son that is swallowing they will fight now when everything has spoiled to protect their dignity. They feed those pythons. And now that python has grown to swallow the people of Afghanistan through Taliban. And they are now preaching the same way they are trying to use this thing to trap you, for you to make the same mistake of the Afghanistan people. When they think that US is truly with them, that if this Taliban should do anything, the US will come with full force. US is never going to come in full force, even if Fulani should kill all of you today. So let's talk about other rights that you have, that you have. As a Dudua person that is trapped in Nigeria, Biafran trapped in Nigeria, as an Amazonian trapped in Cameroon, what other rights do you have apart from them preaching to you to come and vote? You that is here, and the US government in Nigeria should tell us also other rights that they have ever spoken of apart from the right to vote. Thank you, Emeka.
Yes, I wanted to add to what you said now concerning US coming to use force to defend quote unquote helpless people. You know, what if we could defend ourselves by ourselves instead of involving the US? Now, by force, they can't defend us when we can defend ourselves. Is it by force? You know, the people that are helpless, quote unquote, are telling the world that we are ready to defend ourselves. We want to defend ourselves. Now, the defenders of the world or the universe are pushing for peaceful election. It's very ironic. It's very ironic, you might say. Okay, Mr. Ray, you're next. I'm sorry, by the way, okay, fine. Well, you know how much time we have. Last time, you know, the stipulated time you gave us. I don't know how much time we have now.
Can I say something?
Wait, hold on, please, Ugochi, hold on. Fine, do you hear me?
Sure.
Okay, I'm sorry, Ugochukwu, before you speak, please. Ray Text has been here for a while. So, Ray Text, please go ahead.
Sure.
And please, before Ugochukwu comes up, I want to recognize the presence of our own brother, Success. Success, please, you're welcome. You're highly welcome. And our sister, Obi, you're highly welcome. Continue.
Okay. Is Ray Text that is next? I don't know if he or she is available.
Ray Text?
Yes.
Ray Text, are you there? Ray Text, are you there? Ray Text is not there. Let Ugochukwu go ahead.
Okay, Ugochukwu, please go ahead.
Thank you, Fanny and Emeka. I really appreciate that. Whatever I see you, thank you very much. It's just a quick one. You know, if there is a Nigerian here, I believe they will not have the guts to come up to say something, you know, because somehow they are also ashamed of themselves from defending the zoo, you know. And of course, they know that they don't have any other rights. They don't have any single right, because at least the Lekki toll gate should tell them till today that they don't have any single right. And of course, the United Nations, right from when Joe Biden also made his comment that Nigeria is, you know, they have to protect Nigeria with everything that they have. The same thing is also playing out right now. You know, they don't have any other option. They just want to keep protecting Nigeria, knowing fully well what is going on. They know exactly what is going on.
So every one Nigerian is know that they don't have any other right, and America or Britain, they know that as a Nigerian, they don't have any single right. Even the votes. Sonia Parawa said something here that, that those that count votes, or the people that count votes is the votes that count. Even at the point, even that one doesn't even count, because Imo State, the citizen of Imo State, they voted. Luckily, the people that count the vote counted the vote, and they had a winner. What happened to that winner after the people that counted the vote counted it? They went to court, and the Supreme Court did what they did. Osun State, this last current one now happened, the same thing. In so many cases, this is what is happening. Even the people that are counting the vote, it doesn't count. It is the Fulani, the people that they are everywhere. They are in court, they are in custom, they are in the army, they are everywhere. So they are the one that have the final say. It's no longer election is no longer valid in the zoo. It's only selection. Once they select you, you are there. If they don't select you, they will do mago. You get problem. Tomorrow, another story, news will count. You will hear news that Supreme Court or Federal High Court has removed you. So this is what is going on. And this time around, we have to stop it. And if we are looking at all these, lily-livered one Nigerians that don't have mind to take what belongs to them. All now, so we go there, our children go come, they face the same thing. Even our own children, if we allow this to continue, our children their own will be worst. So got to stop it to save our generation. Got to stop it once and for all. Like, there is always a generation that will make things happen, and that generation is here now, and that generation will make it happen for the future generation. They go hear about us, the history, the way they go talk about us. The history will talk about us.
Thank you. Please hold your line of thought. Hold your line of thought, and we'll come back to you. We have a guest, Comrade Pat. Comrade Pat, when my brother is speaking that Nigerians don't have any other right apart from the right to vote, just like our topic said, that we are asking the US in Nigeria that published a memo on the rights Nigerians have to vote, and they are going to do everything to educate the Nigerians, the Nigerian youths, on their right to vote and how they will achieve it. And we're discussing that on this space. And there are other rights, 5 points that we pointed out that we are treating today, which is the right from discrimination, not to be discriminated, both in this country, both in outside the world. Then we also discussed on rights. We also pointed out to the US government in Nigeria that we also have the right to equity. We also pointed out to them that we also have rights to life. We also pointed out to them that we also have rights from freedom of thought. We also pointed out to them that we also have rights from freedom of slavery. So Emeka, my brother, Comrade, my brother, when Ugosku is speaking, I see you thumbsing down. So I would like you to unmute yourself. I send the mic to you. I would like you to unmute yourself and educate us on other rights of yours that the US, EU have defended the way they are defending the 2023 votes. Thank you, my brother. You're welcome to this place. Unmute yourself.
All right. Good evening, everybody. First of all, I'm an Igbo man. And I feel like the reason why we Biafrans, why we're agitating is because we feel like we are being marginalized here. We feel like the Nigerian government is not bringing us, taking us along. So now we have our own son. Hold
on.
Okay.
And you thumbsing down to Gochuku when he said that Nigerians don't have any other right. Are you getting me? What I expect from you now, you don't need to come and say the same thing that we are saying. I believe you have a different view, or you have a different approach to what we are saying. So you coming to tell us that we know that we are being marginalized. That means you don't have any other thing to tell us. But I want you to speak to us. Other rights that we have, let me just put it that way. Other rights that we have as a Nigerian, as you're doing your hand, thumbs down, that Ugochukwu is saying that Nigerians don't have any other right. Please educate us on other rights that you yourself have experienced, and that you have defended the way they are defending 23 elections. Thank you, my brother. I'll meet yourself.
First, what I want to say is that it's not it's not only us that the Nigerian government are dealing with. It's not only us that this in the Fulani they dealing with. Fulani men are stopping everybody all over Nigeria. It's not only us. So I don't see the reason why we come here. We are talking as an Igbo people that we say don't have the right to vote, or who want to vote for. That when we come out to vote, you're going to kill us. I don't see the reason why you want to kill your fellow brothers like me and you. Why you ever one day? So why the heck that me?
Just one answer the question. Stop saying what you are saying. Please go straight to what is the other right.
Allow him to speak. Allow him.
As we said, other rights we have. I feel like as a Nigerian, we have all kind of right. Every other kind of Nigerian has. If you're qualified for a job, if you're qualified enough to actually fit in a role, I think you're going to get that job. I have seen Igbo men in Lagos dealing in top positions. I have seen Igbo men in Abuja. They are in top positions. So what I would say that we don't have rights. What I would say that we don't have other rights in Nigeria. I think that we have rights. I think that probably maybe the voting doesn't count. But that doesn't mean that we should give up. We should give up on voting because we don't know what's going to happen in this coming election. Why not just give this coming election a chance? Why not just try to just guide 12 vote for 1 night? Let's say it's going to go. If it doesn't go as according to plan, then we look for the next step, or we look for what we're going to do to dismantle the country called Nigeria. I mean, that's what I have to say for now. Oh my God.
Can I say something, please?
Where are you living? Where do you stay?
Can I say something, please?
My brother and my comrade, you just made a point. If I heard you clearly, you said that it's not only us that the Fulanis are dealing with in Nigeria. I think you said so, right?
Yeah, I did say so. Yes.
It's not only us that the Fulanis are dealing with. You only ụfọdụ ụzalụ si na a ya emeghe ugboro na-abụ nke ịtọ ha mụta ife. Ụfọdụ ụzalụ si na ugboro na-abụ ka ya eme ha mụta ife. Mana ofu onye ụzalụ si na nke mere onye ọzọ ka ya eji wee mụta ife.
If I speak in English, so other people will hear you, please.
Sorry. If you can recognize that Fulanis are dealing with every indigenous person in Nigeria, and that doesn't serve as a shock to you that one tiny Fulani is terrorizing the whole country, and you are comfortable with it, since it's not only you that is happening to.
I'm not comfortable with it. I never said I'm comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with it. Mr. Ifeanyi.
Let me answer you. You just made your thought. You know, there's something Gowan said. I always rephrase from that statement. Our spokesman played that video the other day. Allow the spirit of one Nigeria to possess you. You will sound very stupid as a wise man. You will sound very, 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 very stupid to people. That you will see somebody come to your house to kill you, and you say because it's not only you will die, you will give your neck to be killed. You see something that have come to exterminate you from existence, to turn you to take your land and turn your land to Islam. You say since it's not only you that your land will be turned to Islam, that's no case. I want to remind you, you should go and study about the Hausa race. The Hausa speaks the same language that you speak. If not men like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, maybe by now, every one of us will be reasoning like you. And by now, maybe we'll be in IDP camp. You that is relaxing, I see your picture, you are relaxing in a very good suffer. Maybe you will not be staying there. You will not have a good, conducive environment to stay. Maybe you will not be given the opportunity to run from this country. Go and read about the Afghanistan. Many of them climb. You know what it looks like. I know you have traveled. You know what it looks like to climb on ebony aircraft. The ebony aircraft is filled. And the other opportunity you have to escape from being killed, from being in slavery, is to climb the airplane and flee with it. Airplane that will travel how many thousands of kilometers away from the surface. And that person chooses to fall away from the airplane and die than to be trapped among the Taliban. And you are here telling me that the Fulani is from Futajelon, telling me that the Fulani is from all over the world that are coming to kill your people, that since it's not only us that will be killed, that we should give our neck to be killed. That sounds very stupid to me. It's not just an ignorance, but it's the height of stupidity. So my brother, we are here with the Spirit of God to deliver you to reason and think like a man that you are born to be, and not to think like a coward. Roman Empire that colonized that Britain, this same Britain that is keeping you beneath their feet. Roman Empire, when they hand over, when they give Britain back their right to live as a people, to govern themselves, Roman Empire leave them with a letter. The Roman Emperor then leave a letter to the British leader. He told them, you are now on your own. Fight to protect yourselves. Fight to protect yourselves. But there you are. You're telling the next generation, your children, that it's okay for them to convert to Islam. If it's okay by you, it's not okay by me. That it's okay for them to travel on the road, maybe you have your car, to be kidnapped and demanded ransoms from you. And afterwards, they will be raped, killed on the process. If it's okay by you, it's not okay by me. And we are fighting to liberate our generation from this insanity. Thank you, Sonia Barawa. I don't know. I got the Mecca. You have
please, Ifani, please, can I say something? Just a quick one. Please, just a quick one. Before I leave you guys again, I'll be listening, please. Oh my goodness. Ifan, my brother, you are just romancing this intellectual. You know the way we used to call them. You are just romancing this intellectual. Just let me just kick him a little bit on the pot. Small. Let me kick him a little bit. Look at him there. Maybe he calls himself an Igbo person. He's not Igbo. Please relax. He's not Igbo. That one you saw there is not Igbo at all. Because if he is Igbo, then you know that the Fulani have mixed the brain with that cow. You know that cow. You know, it's a cow brain that is there. You know? These are not the kind of people who need to come here. This is not the time to educate these slaves, because they are slaves. Please. So let's listen, because I'm busy where I am, but I'm listening. That's why I had to take the mic so that I'll keep the boat a small, a little bit. He's an idiot. So please, my dear, forget him. Forget him. Even if you educate him from now till kingdom come, he will not do it. So just forget that and please talk about something else. I hear you guys.
Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you very much. My brother Emeka Abarawa, do you have anything to say? Onyabrala is not there. Emeka, please, 1 minute.
Yeah, you actually just...
have new people that want to speak. Go ahead.
Yes, I wanted to dive on that topic where he says everybody is suffering the same thing, so why is our own different? I realized that it is not just within this mentality, this mindset of all of us must suffer together. I say a family business, I don't understand. All of us must suffer together and feel good about ourselves. It's a very terrible, terrible mentality. Very terrible. I actually remember that other group that we participated in, where that Fulani boy reviewed himself. That Somalian group. The same thing he advised us. Oh no, you guys should listen. You guys should allow the Fulani to go. You guys are not the only ones suffering. You guys should allow. I'm like, so I responded to him. I said, so if somebody slaps you and you kept quiet, the same person slaps me, I should keep quiet because he slapped you. I don't understand. If you chose to be, if you are being defeated, you don't want to do anything about it, that's fine. That's your business. But you can't do the same thing to me and go scot-free. Everybody reacts differently. So that mindset of defeat has really crept into a lot of people. And it's not just Nigerians, it's all over. Even here in the United States, people are just giving up. Now they are turning on other people that look like them. They don't care. That's all I saw. But thank God you spoke well, you elaborated well on this mindset that a lot of people have. That's all for now.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. And my brother, Sources, do you want to say anything so that we give? Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Yes, good evening, fellow Biafran. Yes, I missed the Twitter space all these days. And I accidentally saw this one. I said, let me join. The topic of discussion, the US in Nigeria is voting. The only right the people is the question. The US in Nigeria is voting the only right the people of Nigeria have. You see why you see US, God will destroy US by himself. US under Joe Biden has become a plague to humanity. I repeat, US under Joe Biden has become a plague to humanity. They have become a willing tool for suppression and oppression. An evil entity that even as let me not use evil, but as bad as North Korean president cannot legitimately do business in Nigeria, because Nigeria is an evil entity. A whole US that say they are symbol of democracy are now suppressing the right of the people. Do you Nigerian people still have right to own money in the bank and get access to their money at will? Is that not part of their right? And they are not talking about right to vote, and they are not seeing the suffering of the people. There are fighting, protests inside banks. The US are not seeing that. There are ethnic cleansing in all parts of Nigeria, orchestrated by Fulani, and yet the US has not even made any serious comment about that. Because the Biafran people have resolved not to vote, and they are now coming to tell, do Joe Biden on his administration in Nigeria tell that we are those political criminals that will threaten with disarmament? They are crazy. They are crazy. I said they are crazy. You want to be disgraced under Joe Biden. We just between now and the month of March, we are going to make sure we humiliate the USA as large as they are, no matter what they have and how powerful they may think they are. They are not more powerful than the Chukwu, who is our God. God will disgrace the United States of America. People are dying. Deprivation. People are dying of diseases that do not supposed to even kill them. And these political scavengers will just leverage on it, take advantage of it, losing our money, taking it to USA. And US is telling us that anybody will Thunder will kill all of them. Thunder will kill all of them because they are not there for human rights. They are there for inhuman rights. Those who are killing are now those to be beaten. I challenge the US government on 25th of April. They should come to Biafra land and force us to vote. They will see how God will destroy them. I think I don't have much to say. This is all I have to say. And this message goes to USA in Nigeria. Because that people, this imp, devils that they will send here as the High Commissioner. I don't know what they used to eat before they will send them to Nigeria as High Commissioner. And they are here, seeing everything that's happening. Even Abuja is not safe. He's not even talking about it. He's talking about it. People should come out and vote. It's their right. Is voting right? If I'm to say, is voting right under this oppression? Hunger, no fuel. People are complaining, no electricity. People are complaining. They don't have access to their money. Are this not part of human rights? No. I don't understand. Are this not part of what the people that they are claiming to have been defending supposed to be enjoying? You will have your money in the bank and you cannot have access to it. They will open it at the time that they want to. And US is not even talking about it. Anyway, I reserve my comments. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Success, for that wonderful submission. God bless you so much. All the people that is
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. After you, after speaking, Sonny, you call up Dr. Timothy. Let's hear what Dr. Timothy has to say. Then we'll give mic to those that are raising their hand. Thank you, my brother.
Okay. Success, my greetings to you and to every other person that has spoken before now. I think I overheard someone that was speaking like a one Nigerianist here.
Yes, I don't know you were not here. And the person came up, I saw him thumbing down to one of us that's speaking, and he's thumbing down. When the person said that Nigerians don't have any other right, I saw him thumbing down. So I give him the mic to come up and tell us and give us a practical example of other rights that the UN have defended in Nigeria, the way they are defending this election. And he came up to tell us that it's true that the Fulanis are marginalizing everybody. It's true that the Fulanis are killing everybody. But it's not only us. He said he's an Igbo man. But that you can speak Igbo doesn't make you an Igbo person. Are you getting me? That is not only us that the Fulanis are killing. So, for the fact that it's not only us, that we should allow the Fulanis to kill us. So that is what his suggestions are. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mazi, for rephrasing what he said. He said he is an Igbo man. Then only one question will I ask him. And he accepted that they are killing us, and it's not only us that they are killing. Only one question, and then it will resolve his issue. Have they killed any of your brothers or your sisters? That man that spoke, have they killed any of your family members? Or have they killed your mother? Or have they killed your sister? Have they killed your father? Have they raped your mother before you? Have they butchered your own children? Have they butchered your own sister? Or have you been kidnapped by the terrorists themselves for you to feel what it means for people to be in the hands of the terrorists? Do you have direct family members that have been victims of one Nigeria? Because if you have been in any of these that I have enumerated here, you will not even have the boldness to open your mouth and say, I am an Igbo man just like us. Then they are killing everybody, so we should allow them to kill everybody. What is different from what you said, Anobi, who says he understands that there is insecurity in our country, but he needs everybody to still continue to remain as one, because his aim and objective is to see that Nigeria remain as one, for one Nigeria to continue. The next time you will meet us on space, maybe it will be after terrorists have kidnapped you, or maybe cut one of your leg off. Maybe you have one eye left. That is when you come back to the realization that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being in detention is for the salvation of mankind. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Sonia Balawa. God bless you for that. Our own Dr. Timothy, please, can you come up and address the topic we have today?
Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
You're welcome.
I want to say that no right is absolute. Every man's right ends where another person's right begins. Every one of us has a right to life. And we've seen in Nigeria that many people's right to life have been trampled. No nations of the world has ever come in defense of those whose right to live have been trampled upon. We have a right to associate with whoever we feel like, just like we have right to fellowship or worship whatever thing we like to worship. And we have also seen over time that such rights have been trampled upon, and no international community has risen to defend those whose rights have been trampled upon. I want to also say that if you have the right to vote, you also have the right to withhold yourself from voting. Because if you have right to go to the left, you also have right to go to the right. So if there is right conferred on me to vote, I also have the right. I must not be compelled. I must not be compelled beyond my own, right to go and vote. If I choose not to, I must not be compelled. That is it. So there are rights, but no right is absolute. People have right to live. People have right to associate. People have right to determine what they will do. But remember, your right ends where another person's right begins. Now, on the other hand, I want to appeal to our people. I wish the spokesperson of the IPOB, Simon Akpa, is here. I want to appeal to the Biafrans. No nation that has suffered defeat in war front 2 times that will survive. Once you suffer defeat 2 times, you will go sink into oblivion. So if they are not fully prepared to win this battle once and for all, let them know the implication.
Doctor.
Yes?
Doctor, I will interject there before you voice out what you wanted to say.
Okay.
The spokesperson of Biafra will listen to it and he will hear what you have to say. But on that angle where you wanted to go now,
okay.
Our people, I don't know if you're an Igbo man.
Yes, I am.
Are you an Igbo? Okay.
Yes. Yes, I understand. Yes.
Ndị Igbo si n'egwu ahụ atụrụ afọ oburu ụzọ. Ndị anyị na ha na-emekọ ife, ndị Igbo si na ọ bụrụ na nwa ọkụkọ mmanya na-egbu. Ife ojika na-adagharị maka na ọfụgbọ ururu ala na awe. Amami na what ife na-ekwu.
Yes, I understand you.
Ala na awe. So what happened to us in 1967, 1970 will never going to repeat itself. That is why we are here on the media. It will never ever repeat itself. The Fulanis and their counterparts will come. We will take it on them head on.
Like I was saying.
This year, 2023, we are going to get our freedom. So how we are prepared or how we are not prepared, leave that to the people that is piloting this affair. Are you getting me? We are prepared to come out. So we are not going to tell you here how we are prepared. So going that way does not make any sense. Okay, so make your contributions I thought you are one Nigerianist, but I'm surprised at what you're saying. Thank you.
No, well, from what I'm saying, you will know who I am and where I am also coming from. Like I've said, no right is absolute. And as a matter of fact, if we are determining as a people not to go into this, yes, we have to stand our right. It is also our right not to. And that is what I'm saying. But my fear is what you have tried to alleviate.
Dr. Tim, please, it's okay. Don't bring fear to us. We don't have fear here. Dr. Tim, sorry to interject you, but we are not here to talk about fears.
It's all right.
There is why I just speak to Mike. I don't interject people like that. But because of you said here, you said if the spokesperson of Biafra and their team are not fully ready and well prepared, and then we asked you a question: are you a Biafran? You said yes, and you rightly said again you are an Igbo. So it is not. It is now our thing. It is not your thing as a Biafran. It is now the thing of the spokesperson of Biafrans and the Biafrans that you're excluding yourself. It's not your responsibility to free your people. This is one thing we all must come to the senses and understanding that it is not the thing of the spokesperson of Biafra or Biafran government in exile. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had thought that the slavery of everyone in one Nigeria, he would have made himself comfortable where he is in UK with his and business and then continue his life. He wouldn't have thought of setting up this.
No. Let me correct you. Let me correct you, my brother. You see, let me correct you so that you
let me finish. You will take the mic. Let me just finish. You will take the mic. Now, it's not only you that I'm saying this to, and to everyone that will always come up with. If IPOB are not ready, if they are not fully ready, if they are not fully prepared, that if they fought the first one and then they lose, if they lose the second one, we are not here to lose, and we are not here going to the issue of we may lose or we may not lose. We are fighting for freedom. Nations did not fight for freedom with fears in their minds and fickle-mindedness. They had to steam up and then continue to fight until when they saw the final light at the tunnel. The America that are enjoying today did not fight once and then they had it. Spanish did not fight once and then they had it. South Africa, that many of us are there, they did not fight once and then they had it. It took years, and it took successors upon successors upon successors before people could be able to stand. And we are so blessed that we only had Ojukwu with his team in the first time. And then they fought, and then we saw how remarkable they were. And now we have Nnamdi Kanu, and this is happening in Nnamdi Kanu's time. We're not even looking at another generation that will come and fight. We are fighting to get it now. My message is that everybody should not see it as the thing of IPOB or the thing of the Biafran spokesperson or their team. No, everyone should see it as a collective responsibility. The same way I see people kneeling down and asking, oh, if you give Peter Obi the presidency, it is the turn of an Igbo man, it is the turn for us to be the president. No, I am also an Igbo man. Understand it. But it is not about personnel changes in that power. It is not about who becomes the next president or the next Senate president or the next governor. We've had series of them in power before, and they make no good to us. It is not because they sit there as them in person, but it is because of the system, the way the system has been, with them nothing can work. So if we have wasted 60-something years, massacred since after that genocide, to this very time, and someone is telling me if we are not prepared, have we been prepared for the past 60-something years that have been massacring us? What have we done and how did we defend ourselves? Do we continue to then sit down and cry over and over again while the terrorists are amassing everywhere? They started this conquest in 1804 under Usman and Fodio. Calculate since that time to this year. Have they stopped? No, they have not stopped. But Biafra has existed in the map since the 1500. And when you check, it's about 500 years. I have noticed that particular sharing of something and it is not going anywhere. So which people have existed longer than the other? Is it the Fulani that just started their own in 1804 that are going to be more stronger than you have been ever in 1500. So weakness is not what we look onto. What we look onto is support of everybody, and everyone should have the mindset of a lion, because we are in to fight and then get it once and for all. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, I think I have aired my opinion, and someone has tried to alleviate my fear. I will say, okay, let me keep it to that point.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, my brother, doctor. Sorry, I have something to say. Everybody is supposed to be part of it. When it comes to responsibility, they will now begin to portion it to some people and the team. And when it comes to success story, it is now our own. What I'm saying is that Dr. Timothy, you may not be on ground, but in other ways, in one way or the other, you can be part of it, and you can be proud to say yes, I'm part of it. The financial commitment is what is keeping Eastern Security through the Biafran Liberation Army. And if you are not contributing, you may now wish it as some people's portion, not yours. But once your hard money goes into it, you will never press on it. And mind you, we're already at war. If you don't know, we are not preparing into war. We're already at war. Who flesh war? And you say that they work, it will be greater, it will be one, it will be worse than this. No. It will never be worse than this. It will always remain like this until victory is assured. So we're already at war. That today is our fundraising. Come and be part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother Sophet. And my brother Paul, let's give him a minute so that we'll give mic to others that have not spoken before. Who is saying all Biafra? Who is that person?
Yeah, my brother. My brother, sincerely, doctor.
Goodness, you need your mic. Okay?
You got to go?
Hold on, Paul.
That's the thing.
Paul, hold on. Goodness, mute your mic. Mute yourself. It's like you're not listening. Mute yourself. Stop saying all the Biafra. Mute yourself. The mic will come to you. You say whatever you want to say, please. Paul,
thank you. Yeah, dog. Device and all, but I have sort of. You got to go. So, man, you got my own. You got to go. Oh, yeah, with the thing. Like the other guy that first asked question. We are not fighting for marginalization. These are something people don't know. We are fighting for life. We have every right to exist as a human being. Which Fulanis are taking our life? They go to communities, they burn down the whole place, they rape, they slaughter our people, they kidnap.
Imagine.
That's why we are fighting for right to exist as a human being. That's what we are fighting for. It's not marginalization. After all, they gave us 20 pounds. We still survive. Yeah. So that let it just be clear to the guys so that we know exactly what we are fighting for. It's not marginalization. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother Paul. Meet yourself. Goodness, are you not listening?
And Nigeria no happened to him.
Amen. Meet yourself, please. Please, Mazin, Woma, please unmute yourself and speak to government.
All right. I want to start by to say or to talk concerning the person who said that it is not only Igbo people that are being marginalized or marginalizing. Listen, as a man, I don't know why some of our people suddenly turn men in Igbo land, suddenly turn to women. I can never wait for what that happened to my neighbor to happen to me. I will get myself prepared once I see the danger that is happening to my neighbor, never to come to my side. Once I see the danger happening to my neighbor, I'll get myself prepared. And it can never come to me. I will try to avert it. That one is aside. I come to the person who said, are we prepared to defend this war? Listen, this war does not belong to only Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It does not belong to only Simon Ekpa. It belongs to every one of us. It is a collective war. Just like at times when I look at all those would-be idiots who are talking as if that when this war starts, that it will be on only people who are agitating freedom of Biafra that will suffer it. That the heaven will fall is not a business of one man. It is a business of everybody. I want to make it very clear to every Igbo man, every indigenous people, every indigenous person in this contraption called Nigeria. When it starts, it will affect you. It will affect your family. It will affect everybody. Now, to go straight to what USA is saying. Where was USA when terrorists captured Afghanistan? That is my question. With all the hardwares, with all their war instruments, few terrorist personnel captured a whole country. And let me make this very clear to all these fools who still believe in Nigeria electoral system. Listen and listen very good. The movement of finalization of this Nigeria, this contraption, USA is very aware of it. Britain is very aware of it, and they are sponsoring it. They are just keeping you away from the truth. And when it happens now, they will run. Look at what is happening in Ukraine. USA pushed Ukraine to fight this war, and that's of USA, what is their participation? And what is their position in defending the Ukraine? Ukraine people are the ones suffering it today. So anybody who is believing in the theistic and the deception of USA and the British is deceiving himself. One day I asked one idiot and asked him if Obi finally failed this election, or when he wins it, and they denied him his mandate, what are you going to do? And he said that US will step in, and the British will step in, the UN will step in. I say you are a foolish idiot. Do you think that they don't know that people are being massacred in a daily basis in this contraption? They know very well that things are happening in this zoological republic. If you think that you will obtain your right in a zoo, you are making a mistake. Do you know the full description and the analysis of a zoo? Zoo is a word that nobody has a right. Right and the power goes for people who have the power. And let me be honest with you, and let me tell you this. The former Chinese Prime Minister Meng Tong said that power emanates from the barrel of gun. Do you know what that means? I want to tell every meaning Biafran to wake up and rise up. This is a collective effort. If you cannot stand with gun, contribute with your money. If you cannot contribute with your money, stand by, telling people what is going on in our land, how they are killing us. Don't say that this war belongs to Simon Ekpa. Don't say that this war belongs to Mazen Namdekaro. It is a collective effort. You should not be afraid of all those uncircumcised fools. Stand like a man, stand tall, and challenge any idiot that comes your way. That is what I want to contribute. Thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Maz. Wamba. God bless you so much. Lily Kid. No. Before we have Sound and the Anglican, they have not spoken before, and that Biafra have not spoken before. Okay, now the justice, please, in 1 minute, please. 1 minute should be 1 minute. 1 minute, give us your solution, then Mazi Sound will give us his thoughts or her thoughts, then Anglican will give us his thoughts. Then, Chukwuka Libya, before we begin, and the Biafra.
I want to remind everybody that thought that this fight for freedom are meant for some people, because that narrative of if you are not ready. And I want to tell you what Nnamdi Kanu said once. When Nigeria is pursuing him, try to destroy him, he told them that I have never committed any crime. The only thing I have is the microphone and the courage that God has given me. You know, some of our brothers who think that this war is all about guns and bullets, I want to tell you, all we need is that courage to support. Because, I'm going to end with this. Obi Ozo, who is the late Ohaneze Ndigbo chairman, he said, it takes few good men to win for many. So the other ones, all you people need to do is to stand up and give them that few good men the courage to overcome the enemy. All we need is courage. And that courage, we are muzzling it out. Because Mazen Dekalo said, it will come to a point. The attack, even in this Twitter, you see how they are attacking us from left, right, and center. Does this stop us? Some people are bullying us, calling us terrorists, calling us criminal. Does this stop us? Is that time he was talking here in? So don't say, oh, if you are not, we are ready a long time ago. Because the day you key into this struggle, first of all, you know that your life is online. Second of all, is put your resources and your energy to support whoever is the face of the struggle. And that is where we are. So nobody should come and try to discourage us. We are ready. For us to come on the space to tell American government that, don't tell us we have the right to vote. We also have the right to live as a human being. Most of us want those American passport. We know how they look at the life of their own people. They save them. But we're telling them, our people have the right. They have never one day come and said, Nigeria, no, you are killing a lot of people. We can't continue like this. But they're telling us you have right to go and vote. What happened to the people that died in Toge? My brothers and sisters, please, no discouragement at this time. We are dead long time ago. We are trying to resurrect ourselves. And that's the resurrection we will have. That's why we are restoring Biafra, whether the devil likes it or not. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my brother Justice, for that wonderful submission. Every one of us should know that the Bible, even the Bible said, that in a race all the runners do run, but it's only one person will win the crown. Only one person will win the trophy, not two persons, but one person will win the trophy. And we, the Biafrans, will do the work. The Amazonians that have come out to fight, we are going to go home victorious. Thank you, as I call on Founds, unmute yourself, 2 minutes. Do not limit, you started 8:45, you're going to stop 8:47. Thank you. Unmute yourself. He sounds there. He found is not there. Please, Annie, don't unmute yourself. 2 minutes.
Hello, I'm here. Hello, sorry. I want coming out very clearly.
Okay, Annie, please unmute yourself. Founds, okay, go ahead. We are hearing you.
Okay, good evening to everybody, and Okay, although I joined with a bit late, I was able to get some of the information and from what everybody has been saying. Okay, first of all, I think that
just look at the topic. The topic says we are sending a message to the US in Nigeria. They have circulated a memo that they are going to help the Nigerians to exercise their civic rights by voting. So we are asking them a question: is only voting the only right that they can put in their muzzle to defend in Nigeria? Are there no other rights of the Nigerians that they are clamoring for that needed to be defended? The right to live, the right to life, the right to marginalization, the right to not be killed, are all those rights not right? The right to say no to one Nigeria.
Okay,
so
very well.
In this line, thank you.
Yes, going straight to the point. We all know the hypocrisy that these guys are known for. Yes, I call it hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is actually a very grave as in is a hypocrisy that leads to the end of a race. I think that is why you can see the fight that Putin is putting in against these folks. And I know at first I know even my heart friends they were against Putin at first. Yes, I know people might have different ideas and to that, but when you look at what these guys are doing, when they see black and turn into white and want us to believe that they are doing the right thing, that is the pain. And the thing is, when people don't ask questions, they don't want to know why are these people all of a sudden, why are they now interested in us? These are the same people that they've not asked. These Fulani people that have been killing people, causing mayhem and sacking villages, where are they now? If they were arrested, why are they not prosecuted? Aside that, all the people that all the generals and all of them that have been in the terrorist group that have been once been captured according to them, where are these guys? Many of them are living sweet life, good life, and this so-called US, what they call themselves, they're not asking questions. They're not asking about people that died in different peaceful protests in Nigeria. They're not asking those questions. But they are very fast to come and send memo that they want to support elections. It's very clear. We don't have to tell people that it is a game that they're playing, and they are playing with the minds of those people that will allow them to play with their minds. Of course, we know where we are, and we know that we are not shaking. Yes, we know that all this is just to it is the Biden administration. It is this current Joe Biden administration. He has been the one orchestrating this evil. Yes, I think that man is evil, and I wish I would get to say it to him one day in his face. The problem is that they want to make us believe that they are good. They want to make us believe that they are doing the right thing, but deep down inside, they only want us to be wiped out. They only want us to continue in subjugation of poverty. They don't want us to see the light. They don't want us to go to the promised land. That is the only thing. They are the ones standing in our way. But we have to be strong. I will not take much of our time anymore. We have to be strong. We have to remain focused and know that all the people who are the enemies, our leader Onyendu talked about. We are not expecting to have a free pass. Definitely, we should have obstacles. That's why this is not going to. This is a very strong battle for the minds that are strong. I wasn't expecting us to have a free pass. No. What we have to do is to remain focused, resolute, and we have to tell them that we know our right, we know what we are doing, and we are standing our ground. That is what we failed to do when we were fighting the war. We gave up, and today look at what it has gotten us into. So we continue to tell them that we are not going anywhere. We know what we are doing, and we are marching forward. That is all I have to say for now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I want to say something on what you said about Joe Biden. There's something about our people. Just like now, your father or your mother come out in the public place and say that you're a criminal. Are you hearing me? If your mother or your father came out in the public place and say that you're a criminal and call you a criminal and say that you're a bad child and say that you've tried everything to tame you and you can't be corrected, even when you know you are not a
But for the fact that your mother and your father called you a criminal before people, you will not expect those people to justify you that you're not a criminal. If the last government, which is Obama, a black man, can send a message at the eve of the election to Nigeria that to keep Nigeria as one is a task that must have to be done. Even as much as he knows that Africans, his fellow Africans, because he's from Kenya, that his fellow Africans have been killed all these years, that they are not truly free. They have the right. They have what it takes to say no. That all these African continents that are trapped in all these contractions, let's break them. Let them go their separate ways. He can champion it and it will be achieved. Just like Donald Trump did. Donald Trump assigned and assassinated Jerusalem as the headquarters, as the capital of Israel. All that presidents that have come in the United Kingdom keep giving fake promises that they never bring to pass. Only Donald Trump brought it to pass. Are you getting it? So, had they been your brother and black man, idiot that just passed, Obama, did the right thing that he's supposed to do, maybe me and you will not be here singing this gospel, preaching all these things that we are doing. Are you getting it? But for the fact he fell, so what do you expect the white folks to do to you? If somebody that came up, a black man that came up to be a president in the United States, is too dumb that is championing the cause of the Islam to enslave his people, then what do you expect the white folks to do to you? So you don't blame whosoever that is doing what he's doing, but we are choosing to save our.
Let me for you before I mute myself. You mentioned Obama now. I was going to mention him before. Thank God that you called my mind to it. I think Obama is actually the biggest problem that we had. And I'm sorry to say this on space, but I believe that I don't know for sure, but I can believe somehow that Obama might even have a hand in whatever deal that Onyundu might have been to, given the fact that he went through that same country. But let me not say that for sure. But I'm trying to tell you how far that he, being Obama, has worked against us. And by the grace of God, we're going to defeat all of them. Thank you very much.
It is well, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming around. My brother, Chukwu Kadida, please, in your thoughts, just a minute before we give 3 persons that have not spoken yet, then we'll call it a day. We'll be here for almost 24 hours now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ifani. Thank you, Abarawa. The ever present. These are people who have sacrificing everything like ourselves. But not everyone, brothers and sisters, not everyone is going to sacrifice themselves for Biafra. We're not expecting that. All we're trying to do here is what the English people call it due diligence. Literally, it's like when they spread the word of God, they're not spreading it because everybody's going to believe in Christ, but you're not going to ever say, you did not hear it, you did not know. So literally, it's for your information. The choice is yours. However, as in life, we reap what we sow. If you have the capability to support financially, especially those in diaspora, try to do your bit. Not for your own sake, but for your unborn children, for the next 2-3 generations. And like I'm going to reiterate so that it's 2 minutes, so that others can come who have not spoken. I reiterate, well, though it's recorded, but for those who did not hear me earlier, like when you said, there's going to be anybody who is scared of we're ready, we're not. The USA was not ready when they fought Britain with independence. They were not ready. They actually lost. 130,000 died from smallpox during the 8.5 years war with independence. You don't care what you sacrifice. You don't have to be ready to fight for freedom. All you have to have is determination and have God on your side. Let me just hand over to people who need to speak. I continue to listen because, to be honest, we need to keep this space going. We need to keep the prayers going every morning. I'll be there tomorrow morning. Brothers and sisters, I wish you all the best. Those of you who are still on the fence, those of you who are dreaming and deluded, that's the English word. You know, those of you who are deluded, or those of you who don't understand that big word, it means those of you who are dreaming of election. There's not going to be any election. Simplicity. I hear my mic.
Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you so much. Meet yourself. Meet yourself. Meet yourself. The mic will be given to you. And enter Biafra, please. Or meet yourself and address the topic we have.
Just like the topic is voting only the right Nigeria have. The answer is yes, because that is what it is now. But that is not the only right human beings should have. That's why we are fighting. Because Nigeria don't have right to protest. No right to freedom of speech. No right for good road. No right for good hospital. No right for social amenities. All the good things that we enjoy outside Nigeria is a right, but Nigeria don't have it. Nigeria don't provide those rights to the citizens. And besides, it's only in Nigeria you can hear one Nigeria. There's no other country that have such name. It's like saying one America, one UK, one India, whatever. No. That tells you all you need to know, that that country never won. Because just like people who are struggling, we are going to be, we are not going to be, we are going to be, we are not going to be, you must be one. You understand? So for you to become this name, one Nigeria, means you are not two. You are not one. Obama says that keeping Nigeria one is a task that must be done. But we are saying that stopping Nigeria election in Biafra land in 2023, this February, is a task that must be done for Biafra to come. So anybody that is thinking that to validate Nigeria this time again means to validate all these things that you lack in Nigeria, which are all these benefits that you're supposed to have as a human being. First of all, your right to live. You understand? But when you deny yourself all this thing, to vote means you continue to say, okay, I still want this type of life to continue. Then when things will happening to you, people will say, okay, when you are voting, these things were there, and also you vote. That means you like those things. But for you to say, okay, this I don't want it, you don't vote. Stay in your house. That talk that people don't want to talk, you create the opportunity, the avenue for them to hear you. That's the only thing we have to do. Those people that is thinking, let us vote, let us do Obi, maybe after Obi, if you fail, then you go back to the Biafra struggle. They are so myopic, they can't reason beyond their nose and stomach. That's why Maznan, they can always say in this way. They can't think. Those people, Maznan, they can always say in this way. It's not you and I who are reasoning to have this better life. It is for those Biafrans and some Oduduwas who don't reason like us. They are the one that Maznan Datkan is talking to. Because if they can reason with us, they know that this fight we are fighting is not only about you and I, it's for all of us. But because the mentality they have, believing that, okay, let's do it, if you'll be fair, that is not how freedom fight is done. Freedom fight is head on. Some people don't reason. They think that maybe as we are carrying, created this ESN now, and the dragon flag raised up, that suddenly you just keep your dragon, keep your weapons, and support Nigeria again. That if you do that, when you keep your ammo, your enemy overtake you. But when your enemy keep the ammo, there will be peace. So now we are not the aggressor. The Fulanis are the aggressor. For you to keep your ammo to go and validate Nigeria means you have surrendered. So we are saying no retreat, no surrender, no voting, no election in Biafra land is where we stand. So anybody that is thinking we should validate Nigeria is making a mistake. He's not even listening to Maznan Dekan. Because Maznan Dekan already said all this before. That validating Nigeria is telling yourself as slave again. and that will continue to the end.
Thank you.
So that's what I want to say. Let us stop this election in Biafra land. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Enter Biafra. God bless you for your thoughts. And while our brother Anidon, please unmute yourself after you make it. Emeka,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have some certain things. This voting, they are saying that they have right to vote. Me, I didn't see anything to have right to vote for Nigeria. Even when I'm hearing the name Nigeria, it's born in my heart. It's born in my heart. Okay, we have right to vote. Our people are dying. Fulani are killing our people. And we have right to vote. We have right to vote. For 50 years, we are not having light, we are not having road. And they are still talking about we have right to vote. I didn't say right to vote for Nigeria. If I know what I can do for Nigeria today, to Nigeria to destroy, Nigeria to die, Nigeria to destroy today, I will do it. If I know it, I will do it. Because I didn't see life for Nigeria. Some Igbo people are calling. Some Igbo people that don't know anything is calling, that is telling that they have right to vote. Or the Biafra people are not ready. All those Igbo people that is calling that Biafra people are not ready. On the flip, they flip. Because they don't know anything. Even if you travel to abroad, one day you will listen to come back for your country. So I don't have anything to say. But what I have to say is that if you are preparing to come out for election day, that means you have right to eat everything you have that day, come out. Because if you come out, you will die. You will understand when you have mind to come out for the election day. So if you are coming, just eat everything you have for house. So thank you so much. I don't have anything to say. So what we need is our Biafra. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. How you doing? That was a very great submission. Emenike.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I greet you, wonderful people of Igbo. Chukwu Goziano, Asunka Chukwu Kike Biadonyo, Legolegondo, Tangisike, Kanyi the Ronum Meria, the many Kanyi Juverega, Nodone Subabuna, Weru Nanjedebe. You say, come ne Penisunya Bala. Thank you, brothers and sisters who are online, for my own contribution and everything, especially the concernment about the US in Nigeria. To me, we don't have anything to do with US coming to Nigeria because we don't need to take permission from them at this point that we are in this journey now. We don't need any permission from them because we need to take the legal step of every freedom. Because God has been giving us sign about this, but no one cares to know. Now He has given us a Messiah to bring the revelation to us, for we to see the reality of which everyone has seen it. Now let's for us to take the victory ourselves, or should we go back to where we are sitting before? Because why I am fully concerned about this for now, I am a little boy. I think my age is 22 years now. So from the coming of Nandi, our leader Martin Nandi Kano, I have learned a lot of things. Why God spread our people all over the world to go and see so many things before we will come back, and to know the reason why we are coming back and we need to come back. So to God be the glory today. We are coming back at the right time, which is not the wrong time. Because Matt have done a lot, and he is always on the word of God. Whatever thing he's doing, he is always putting the word of God. We have been in struggle, asking for help, and nobody wanted to help. And those who we are asking for help, no secrets that we need to use in order to get that help, which is what we are doing now, which the sign has been given to everybody. So if we fail to take this opportunity, even God, we know that we deserve this for ourselves. So it is left for everybody, whoever that wants a better life for his and his own family, and we generally in our own region should please. And this is not a matter of you are this, you are that, you are this, because if you overlook it, your generation will rise. So thank you very much, my dear brothers and sisters. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my own brother. You are not a child, you are a warrior, you are a soldier. The young soldier was asked in the genocidal war of 1967-1970. A 10-year-old soldier was asked, and he said, the journalist asked him, why is the Biafrans fighting? The young soldier said that the Biafrans are fighting for survival. So that is why we are here. We are fighting for survival. To survive as a race. That is why we are here. We are not here to take what that belongs to anybody. We are here that our life may be preserved. That the future generation of Biafran land may be preserved. That our culture and tradition may be preserved. That everything that concerns that our future may be preserved. That the life to live may be preserved. That is why we are here shouting. Thank you, my brother, for that wonderful submission. God bless you. Anna, you have the mic.
All right, thank you so much.
Anna, you have the mic. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Do not exceed 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll try. I just want to say this thing before. I'm actually eating right now. You see, I don't really get why the people who are in the geography called Bulgaria are so fixed with the election of 2023. There's a few days now. They are hoping or they are banking on US representatives and UK representatives in America to intervene should the election go sideways. What they don't know is that America, the American ambassador to Nigeria, these people don't give a shit about you people. The only reason they are there in Nigeria, in Abuja, is because of the interest America has in Bulgaria. That's the only reason. Have you ever wondered why all these years there has never been any sanction that America has placed on any senator or any public office holder that has ruined the electoral process? Has there ever been? Have you ever even heard about that? No. Do you know why they are doing it this year? It calls for things you guys should reason, but these people they don't. You see, during the 2020, during the NSAS recruiters, did you know what these people did? That was the highest betrayal. That's the highest betrayal these people should even think of. Those who are going for the election, before even banking on US to come and save you. Do you know what they did? They wrote to the State Department. They said that there was no verifiable evidence that any citizen was massacred at it. That was the highest betrayal. If you guys can reason properly, we are going to advise Nigerians to go and vote for these people. They don't actually care to you, but what you're going to do come 23rd of this month. That is what they care about. Their interest. They don't give a shit about you. The reason I always emphasize on the word shit, like shit, the word shit is an infinitesimal amount of feelings someone can give to you, so that you know that the person actually care. But these people doesn't even give it. You guys are going to save you. They will not. What? Let me tell you what will happen. Should anybody emerge as a winner of the 2023 election, once they announce somebody other than your candidate as a president, United States will unilaterally, they will back that person. People don't know what you're doing. Those who are going for election, they will back the person. You will ask them, what about the sanction? They won't even give you a feedback. because you mean nothing. How I wish you guys can reason. Those who are going for the election 2023, not in Biafra, you guys can reason that these people hate you. They don't like you. They don't. If they do like you, they know what is good for you. You know what is good. Have you ever wondered why there is a brain drain in Nigeria? They are fluxing in their country, in Europe, in America. It is because this same policy that they're asking you to go and validate again, come 23rd of this month. They will do all they can. They will do all they could to make sure that Nigeria, that is the policy. That is why Obama, as my brother Justice said, that to make Nigeria one is a task that must be done. Who the fuck is he to tell us that you and I, who is in that enclave called Nigeria? Who is he to tell you that? Forget about he's a president of one powerful country. Who gave him the right to say that? Because he knows you guys are fools. You guys cannot reason. When he says that, you guys will shut up. You will run into your caves. America don't care. Americans don't care. US, I've forgotten her name. She doesn't care. Katrina Lang, the UK ambassador to Nigeria, she does not care about you. You guys should reason. Reason beyond this fucking... See, okay, let me not just go further. It is only the results. Whenever the result is called, that is when your eyes will be open to see why they are in your country. They're not in your country because they love you. They're in your country, in a country. Because you all know that Nigeria is not a country. They are there because of their interest. Their eyes are all fixated in the interest they have and not you. They don't give a toss about you. The earlier you reason, the earlier you know this, the better for you. You keep on hoping on them to come, they will not come and rescue you. But they will come and protect the interest, which is securing Nigeria's integrity, making Nigeria one. That is what they are doing. So anybody who is going to make that possible, it is not Obi. No. Forget about what they are doing. They know what they're doing. You cannot play trades with US. You understand? So going there on the 23rd, I don't know the particular date, few days now to vote. You are doing yourself.
Thank you.
And I'll summarize by saying, thank you, sorry. I'll summarize by saying this. Your fate is in your hands. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Anario, God bless you for that wonderful submission. God bless you so much. We have limited time now. Go. And we still have two persons that have not spoken before. So I'm calling on Joseph. Joseph, you have just 1 minute and 30 seconds. Give us your thoughts. While Manny will give us his thoughts in 1 minute and 30 seconds as well. Please, Joseph, mute yourself.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
can you hear me?
Hearing you.
Hello, am I coming out?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I greet everybody in the house. I'm so favored to be here. I have one thing that keeps me happy this season, and that thing is that there will be no election. So no matter what we say, whether we make a point or not, I think our leader, present speaker now, has been telling us that even if it's a mistake, let's make this one mistake. But what I want to at least say before I drop is this. In this election and P2B stuff, I think there is something that majority of us are meeting. And that is this. We cannot recognize what they call diversion. Because this election
and bringing out P2P is a diversion. We need to acknowledge one fact. What brought about P2P was IPOB agitation. Nigeria have now known us from immemorial. Time immemorial, they did not know who we were. They don't know who we are. They don't even recognize us. We don't come out in any way. So suddenly, they now saw that we are making wave. What they try to do is to start playing different cards. But I thank God for Amazin Nandekano. He said that they don't have any other card to play. It's just one card. And that is what they are playing now. There is no other card to play. So now is diversion. And that diversion, they wanted to know who they can now use, who can work with them. And they took P2P. That is the diversion that many of us haven't known. Because some of us are now saying, let's leave this election, this one that they brought Igbo man, this one that they brought Istana, this one that they brought Biafra, we can from there do this, do that. We need to know what you are looking for, consistency. We need to know, not when you want to drink water, somebody will give you a Coke and say, you can just drink, can quench your thirst. If it's somebody that knows what he's looking for, what you are looking for was water, and somebody is giving you another thing. That thing may be a diversion. We need to know. So all these people that are saying the election, will there be election? How could the election be? They are just fools. And I've told you my happiness. My happiness is that I am now very, very, very cocksure that there will not be any election, whether good, whether bad. That is what.
Thank you, Ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the wonderful solution. God bless you. Mana, I don't know if the pronunciation is okay. Mana, please unmute yourself. Let's hear your thoughts.
Okay, can you hear me? I am here. Okay, not me.
David, not you. Not you. Yes. Mana, are you there? He's not here. I really want him to speak or her to speak. Because what I'm seeing here, not okay with it. The profile maybe is an account that just created or something. Mana, can you unmute yourself?
Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. Barawa Sonny, sorry, and if I have been following up all this way. Well, just to make my submission very short, I appreciate you all for your efforts, and I thank God that we have got here now that we have taken over the media for the agitation. The issue everybody is thinking about the election is they are thinking that it's because of marginalization, or maybe because of the way they are treating the Biafrans. It's not the issue here. We are talking about survival here. We are talking about our security. The same thing that Ojukwu fought for, that we misinterpreted. They gave us a wrong history about him, that he was a tyrant or whatever. They never knew what transpired in Aburi, Ghana. That same reason is why we are. Hello? Yes?
Can you hear me, please? Speaker, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. I'm hearing you. I just want us to be in line with the topic that you are treating. We are responding to the U.S. in Nigeria. The U.S. Embassy in Nigeria that made a publication that Nigerians have the right to vote, and they are going to lecture them on how to do that. Yes. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So
yes, I'm in line because I've been following up. What I'm wanting to say is that the election validating the
in Nigeria is championing for the same election. Is that election?
there other rights? Did they have rights to be protected? Did they have the right to life? Did they have the right not to be discriminated in other parts of the world? Did they have the right when they come to US not to be discriminated when they see them with green, white, green and a passport? Did they have the right to agitate for their freedom? Or is it only right to vote that they have? That's what we are treating. That's the topic. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for trying to at least put me in line. But exactly what I wanted to put in here is that the point is this, that no election is, why we are standing for no election is because the fraudulent state is killing us. That is it. That is what people don't understand. That's what I'm trying to, I'm in line with what they're saying, but what I'm saying that why we don't want to validate this murderous entity is because of the killing. They have been killing us right from the beginning, right from the 40s and 50s. That's exactly what I'm saying. So them telling us, because we know why they are telling us, compelling us to come and vote, is because of the minerals they are coming to exploit in our lands. That is all. And the nomadic assassins they are using against us. Everybody knows that they are using the Fulanis against us to come and exploit our mineral. So I mean, like what you are saying, I'm not saying that I'm trying to start going back to history. I want to wake up our mental state. Those people that are enslaved mentally. That is the point. Most of them don't even know what they are fighting for. They think that we don't want our brother to go there. They think that this is Igbo something. No. It's about the killings. They want to take over our land. And we say no. We are not giving our land out. That is the point, my brother. That is what I'm trying to ascribe here. So that people should understand why this agitation, why we are fighting, why we are agitating, why we are saying we are not going to vote again. We don't want to die. Because whether we vote or we don't vote, they will still be killing us. The nomadic, whatever they came to our lands from the Uthman, whatever they brought to us, they're just using religion, hiding under the religion to kill us. We don't want to be killed. So let everybody understand this. This PVC election thing is just to validate that case, so that they will be exploiting our mineral, especially the crude and gas that they discovered in the 50s, and all other minerals, solid minerals in our land. Let us be driving our analysis and everything we're saying. Our crusade should be on this issue, that we don't want to give out our mineral resources again. If they want to take, like Nandi Kalu said, take the oil if that's why you are killing us. Allow us to live. That is the point. Why are they bringing the Burundi, whatever, Chad military to our lands? It's because of those minerals there. Anywhere you see planning, anywhere you see they are reciting, anywhere you see they run over from Brabano to Zamfara to Hamufu to Okigwe to everywhere. We have more than 300 something minerals there. That is why they are coming. And the British and the America that are compelling us to come and vote is because of all this. So that they will be exploiting us. All their companies are in River State. They go to River State and see all their companies. With Glenstone and Wintershell, now that's IG, the Italian Texaco is there. Many people don't even know the names of the owners of all these oil companies exploiting us there. And every day oil are moving. I'm from the Riverine area. I know I've lived there. I know the rough thing that is going on there. So we should know why we don't want to vote. We Biafrans said no. Is enough is enough. Thank you very much, my brother. I'm still here with you until you close. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. God bless you. You will be blessed of this evening. And
God bless you too.
Thank you. I want to salute our comrades that are here. Solomon, I can see you. My own brother, Paul Adam, I can see you. Eunice, I can see you. You're all welcome. We are almost at the edge of calling it a day. Solomon, before you speak, Mr. Sense, please, in 1 minute. In 1 minute, if it's more than 1 minute, I will interject. In 1 minute, please speak on the topic we have. Thank you.
So who is next?
Mr.
Sense. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Am I coming out clear?
Yes, Mr. Sense, your time is counting.
Hello? Can I get a confirmation if anybody can hear?
Yes, you're clear. You're clear.
Mr. Sense, we are hearing you.
Yeah,
we can hear
yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, fine. All right. I greet you all. Was here before I got busy with something. So I just want to chip in something very quickly. The US in Nigeria. I'm also using this medium in case they have their agents here, or maybe they have somebody that relates with them or works in their embassy or whoever. I want them to understand that they are standing idly by watching how economic jihad is being committed in Biafra land. Because if terrorists, people who come to kill and maim and rape, are having the new naira notes in millions, and our people cannot even have their little thousands in the bank to buy food and buy essentials in the house, we consider it an economic jihad. Those terrorists had the mind to do a video and circulate it, showing us, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, where they came, I think it was in Gombe or somewhere, they came out, they were sharing the old Naira notes because they are not doing anything with it. They have enough new Naira notes. Some weeks ago, this MFLA was indicted for sponsoring terrorism, by funding terrorism, and he stayed in US for some time before he came back, and he's been protected. We know the game that has been played in Nigeria. There are two interests here in Nigeria. There are some strong cabals also backing MFLA, and there are some that are also against him. But whatever they are doing is affecting our people. And this is what US should be concerned about. They only come to tell us. I think one of the speakers here was talking about marginalization and all that. I mean, I get so pissed off when they come to tell us they are putting this in place as a benefit fund aid. Who are you trying to aid? You are aiding somebody that was able to fight Nigeria with nothing. We refined our own oil in Biafra land in 3 years. We had a Bank of Biafra. We had everything within Biafra land. Our land was locked down. It was coming in. We are producing everything. And we are bringing aid. Chineke working at that aid. We have everything in Biafra land. And God will punish you if you don't remove your hand from our resoluteness. We are resolute. We are determined. We have made up our mind. We are leaving this place. It's an evil place. It makes me mad. It makes me crazy. I see terrorists handling new news, but people, you go on social media, see everywhere is Agog. You see celebrities, I don't even pity them. Those are inflamed. Those are very stupid people. They are shouting to be there. Now they are complaining. How can you buy a petrol of fuel for 400 naira, 450 per liter? But if you go to the corner, they are selling it normal price. So this is what we are talking about. Should we continue like this? Can any election change this kind of thing? And this is what this is the issue. This is the period we have to face these guys intellectually, objectively, and talk to them. They are humans. They also know what they are doing. But seeing us as object that they will use to obtain resources and oil and what have you, every time there is election, everybody is awake. Everybody is awake. We are sensitizing the youth. It is your right to vote. Is it not my right to have access to my money in the bank? Is it not my right to live? So what then is my right? If I cannot live, if I cannot do business, if I cannot live as a human being, our lives always start the day Biafra will come. As far as I'm concerned, we are all dead until Biafra comes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sense, for that wonderful one. All the things that I want to tell, I want to add to what you said. Please, for those that think that are trying our results, you think you have armies, you have technology, you have in your armory everything that you need to kill the Biafrans. We are here. The same blood that runs in your veins runs in our veins. You bleed too. And when you come, you have one head. We also have one head. But the difference between us is that we're going to beat you with our experience. and we also beat you with the God-given talent in us. So thank you, my brother, for that wonderful submission. Solomon, please, in 1 minute or two, please give us your thoughts. I don't think we are going to call more than one person into the space. We'll be calling it a day from here. Please, Solomon, after you, my brother Emeka will give his closing remark. We are going to continue on this topic tomorrow. We're going to continue on this topic tomorrow because there are other vital things that we need to touch. So if you didn't speak today, you come back tomorrow by 4:30. We'll be here. Thank you. Solomon, please. Solomon, are you there? Solomon is not there. Solomon, are you there?
I'm bringing him up.
Can anybody hear him?
He's coming up as a speaker.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You're welcome.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Yes. Good evening, my fellow comrades. I'm very happy to be with you this evening. All right, without wasting much of our time, I would just like to go straight to the point. We all know that there is what our leader taught us, the so-called code language. I think US is using code language on this aspect. They are talking about the rights we have. They are trying to tell us, they are now the one teaching us the rights, the only rights we have in life, the right to vote. I think in the other way, I see it as a code language. In the sense that this same US and Nigeria know better than we do the rights of every human on this planet Earth. I think we learned from them, the whites. They know that we have the right to live. We have other rights. We have the right to possess our possession. But because of the fact that they see we act as nothing, they treat us as nothing, and they believe still that we lack the intelligence to reason or to dissect some facts. Without knowing that we are wiser, if I may use that term, we are wiser than them, or most of them, as the case may be. They are trying to tell us that we must continue to validate this contraption called Nigeria, so that they will continue to make use of our wealth. They will continue to, subject us to poverty. They will continue to kill us. They will continue to use our resources for their benefit. Therefore, they are endlessly telling us with a code language that we don't have the right to make a decision for ourselves. That we don't have the right to say no. That our own dictionary have or contain the word no, or enough, and some other words like that. But they fail to understand that we autopilots, that we are built with code languages. And we are going to teach them come 25th of this month, 2023. Though the message has begun, the war is officially on, but they will hear, or it will be crystal clear even to the blind on the 25th, where we believe strongly that they will be part of the observers at the Biafran territory. And they will see for themselves our resolve, our determination to leave this contraption called Nigeria. Yes. Maazị Solomon. I'm sending this also as a message to them, US and Nigeria, to also go back to their drawing board and visit other rights. We've seen that they are very much interested in teaching us our rights and how we practice it. But they should revisit the entire human rights and leave our resolve, our determination to break away from Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much. My brother Solomon. Wonderful submission. Let's meet yourself. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Tomorrow by 4:30 we'll be here to continue on this topic until we finish the points that are here for us. Then remember that on Saturday we're having a joint broadcast with our brothers from Odubua and Ambazonia by God's grace. And our brother Sonia Barawa will be there. My brother Paul just coming now. We are almost closing. My brother Paul, we are closing already. But if you wish to say hi to Biafrans, you have that preview to say hi to Biafrans before we shut the space down. As Emeka, my brother, will be ready to give his closing remarks, and my own brother Sonia Barawa will do so before we call it a day. So, my brother, if you want to say hi to Biafrans, the mic is there for you to speak.
Yeah, thank you. That's me, right? That's me, right? Yeah, please.
Yes, Paul, you can say something. Paul, you can say something, but I'm talking about Paul.
Okay. Just very quick, 1 minute.
Paul Ugochukwu. Paul, you can say what you wanted to say. As Paul Ugochukwu.
Yeah, please remember to go to www.ipobeusa.org/donate. Okay, to pay your tithe and offering. Because the ESM fundraising is coming on a 4th. Okay, just remember, okay, go there, pay your tithe and offering because of the security of our land. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I think I will stop.
Thank you so much. My brother Paul Ugochukwu is like you're not there or you're listening, you're busy. It's okay. Emeka, please unmute yourself, my brother. Emeka, unmute yourself and then.
Yes, I want to thank everyone for coming in to contribute to this very important topic. Now everybody, or most of us, know where our people, our interest lies, and that of those around us, especially the international community. So we just have to revisit. This is why it's good for us to to discuss, to know where our heads lie, to know our goal, to know what we want for our people, and to know how to take care of ourselves and others around us. By nature of Biafrans, we always look out for other people, but nobody looks out for us, unfortunately. So by God's grace, we've all come together to make sure we get our acts together to develop ourselves, to develop our surroundings, then have enough power and resources to take care of others around us. Mr. Paul Ugochukwu is here, I believe. He's a speaker, right? Yeah, so Mr. Paul, take the mic, please. Thank you.
My brother Paul, welcome. Please, in a minute, dear friends.
Okay.
Yeah. The topic we have, you do so in a minute. Thank you.
Okay, dear friends. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, my comrades, for acknowledging me. Thank you for appreciating. I appreciate every one of us because the spirit is there. Really, I've been listening, yes, and they're doing other things as well. The spirit is there mightily, but what we are doing now, we are into the last battle of this journey. If you understand, we follow history before we talk. This game, when the attack starts from Simon Eber and the destruction of those people that still believe in one Nigeria, down to Nigerian government by writing petition. Today, the Woto language is speaking loud all over the world. That's why America is involved now to tell us our rights. We've been looking for America to tell us our rights. Yeah, telling us that we have right to survive. We've been waiting for America to tell us that we have right to do what we make us to be alive. We've been waiting for America to tell Nigeria that they don't have right to be killing us. But what America can remember is that we have the right to vote. But America doesn't remember that we doesn't come to vote. They elect they choose who will lead them. America doesn't know this, but what America wants us to do is for us to come and validate our enslavement in Nigeria. But talking too much because they have a very little time, there's no need of that. But I am so grateful Biafrans are speaking in one language, the way we can understand it. We've been watching, listening from the side talks. Everybody is speaking in one language. Biafrans are coming together. I thank you all, my comrades. I thank you, Oduduwa. I thank you to Ayaba. I thank you, the person who is seeking for freedom. All hail Biafra.
Almost. Thank you, my brother Paul, for that wonderful one. And my brother Abarawa Sima, please take the mic and address the people before we call it a thank you. My brother Abarawa Sima, are you still there? Sonny Abarawa, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks to everyone that have been available.
Emeka, you are not done with your speech.
Yeah, I wanted to add something very short, 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, please do so.
Yes, I wanted to thank, use the opportunity to thank the nation of Finland. They were the ones from the beginning who did solidarity towards our suffering. They met children while feeding in primary schools, reminding them that children are dying back home. Back in Biafra land, that they should remember. Now, a lot of them are grown. That's why sometimes when I wonder people writing petitions to Finland about Simon Eber, they're just wasting their time because they already know genesis of the problem. I noticed also there's another great man out there on the internet. His name is Andrew Tate. He's doing very well developing men across the globe. The country which he resided in, they gave him up. They betrayed him. They gave him up. An innocent man. So I wanted to give a shout out to the Finnish government for protecting Simon Ekpa. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My brother Sonia Barawa, please, the mic is yours.
Okay, thank you to everyone that have been available in this space and for keeping the conversation heat and on. We encourage your effort and we hope we have you all here over and over and over again until Biafra is restored and everyone has free from the contraption. In conclusion to what US are saying about your right to vote for one Nigeria, and what UK are also saying of your right to vote about one Nigeria. The true issue here is that when we look at that statement objectively, we get to understand that they are making a clear point for people to understand that them being the colonist, being the agendist, the arsonist, and the people that digs our grave and determines the future of people in one Nigeria for over 200 years, that they have been the one deciding for the lives of the people, of how they live, how they project their existence, and what they plan for their children in the next generations to come, and what they want them to be and how they want them to be. This is a clear understanding of what has been happening, and they just spelled it out to people in a very simple way. So anyone that did not understand what the zoo is all about and what they have been doing and what Britain and US have been doing and the international community, the write-up of US and UK, EU, UN recently should explain better for you that all these years they have been the one ruling your lives and you had no right. And the only time they tell you that you have a right is for you to know that the only right that they have given to you is to go and vote who becomes the next president, to revalidate the slavery to continue for the next 100 years again. But these people of this generation are telling them that enough is enough, and we are not going to endorse the slavery of UK, US, UN to continue in our lives. When we say we are fighting, we are not fighting to lord it on anybody. When the young soldier was asked in that Biafran video, what do you say about the war and what are we doing? He said, we are fighting for survival. And I'm connecting it to the person that we asked the question, are you ready? Are Biafrans ready? Now, when will you be ready? If you're waiting to ask the question, are you ready to make it? Or if you fail now, you will not be able to make it again. Are you fully ready? Are you fully prepared? When will you be ready? Because these are the epileptic questions that people have been asking since the time of Ojukwu. There were people there that told Ojukwu, how are you ready? Are you ready? No, you should allow Nigeria to continue so that they will destroy your life. What do you have on ground to be able to do it? If the Southern heroes of them did not even rise up in the first place, everybody that were enjoying one Nigeria while the Biafran people were taking the brunt on their head, everybody that were enjoying one Nigeria in Lagos and other parts of Nigeria, when the massacre was ongoing in Biafra land, if the Southern heroes did not rise up to curtail the jihad that was to happen that time, those people that were enjoying Lagos then while we were being massacred, they wouldn't have had a place to enjoy. All of them would have been slaughtered in pieces. So when somebody stands up to ask the question, are you ready? Or is your team ready? No, it is not our team. It is not our thing. It is the thing of everybody. And when you are being massacred, what should come into your mind should not be your readiness. Because the person that is coming to kill you has already drawn the map of killing you. Now, is that a time for you to stand and then ask yourself, should I be ready to fight back or should I be ready to repel? Should I be ready to defend myself? Maybe before you finish pondering whether you should be ready or not, or whether your people are ready, you will answer that question. Your bodies have been slaughtered to pieces already. Because we see it happen in broad daylight. How many can officials have they? So, how many children and women of our people have they slaughtered? So, we should not also always come up with this rubbish mindset of marginalization. We've gone past the idea of marginalization. If it was marginalization, Obedient was talking about marginalization in 2017 when he was telling you that the government of the day have failed the people and Nigeria can never be revamped. So then, was it not still marginalization? So if you were still marginalized since that time, you want to still be talking about marginalization now? This 2017, the way they are talking, your mothers and your friends were not slaughtered the way it has been this time. Now, if you are still waiting to hear that one Nigeria is really, really rough before you come to join the Biafran struggle, that means it is when you yourself, your head will be taken down. Because almost all of us in this Biafran movement, in one way or another, directly and indirectly, our brothers and sisters and families, friends and well-wishers have been. And when you go through the den of the terrorists, you will never wish even your enemy that you don't want to talk to, which is your neighbor. At times when you quarrel with your neighbor, you will not even like that your neighbor to be in the hands of the terrorists. Our message is very clear, and Biafra is our cause. And there is no iota of genocidal tendencies that is going to deter our resolve. This threat of a US, UN, UK, EU, it is just for you to understand that all these bodies have been benefiting from your death and the natural resources that you have in your lands. So for all of them coming out to speak, when it is time to revalidate the slavery, you shouldn't be surprised. Because they were not speaking when you were being massacred. They were not speaking when your mothers were raped. They were not speaking when your children were cut to pieces. They are not speaking now that you have your parents in the hospital, then you had money that you worked with your sweat, and then you served the money in the bank. And today you are walking into the bank to get the money to go and save the life of your brothers and sisters who are on the sick bed. And here they go. Oh, there is no money in the bank. Oh, they changed the currency and the money is not in circulation. God damn it. When I was suffering to put my money there, was that the conditions? No. But because even those banks that you have in your locations cannot even speak for themselves, they are all working from one source, controlled from Abuja. When they don't release the money for them, they cannot work. Aboki have access to this money that we are talking about here, more than the banks that you have in your communities. And it is very shameful that people will still be saying, Nigeria will work, Nigeria will work. Nigeria will only work when it's worked on your head. And when Nigeria has worked on your head is when your head is cut off by the terrorists. That is when you come to the realization that everything is not well. So we are calling on every well-meaning Nigerians and Biafrans and the Oduduwas for them to come to the understanding that the only solution to our problems is the disintegration of one Nigeria. We have seen Soludo made a very good move with the billboard. And we hope that billboard is not Photoshop. If it is Photoshop, so be it. If it is original, situated in Biafra land, so be it. But we are employing every other rulers and leaders to do the same. And we are calling on Biafrans, if you were in any way castigating Soludo, even for the past event that he has done, because of this big billboard, do not castigate Soludo for now. Just stock your guns for now. Because that billboard is a billboard that is also speaking volume to no elections in Biafra land, and people may not understand. God works in mysterious ways, and this is a sign language of him using the heads of your people to turn them to do wonders for you without you walking into the library or the Senate to go and do things for yourself. Everyone that comes into that community and sees that big billboard speaks volume to the freedom of the Biafran people. And you may think that you are doing it only to the security that you want. We all understand the secret behind it and the game. We are happy whatever game is there. But do you now ask all these politicians? Let us ask Soludo, the man that we now love, for speaking up for us now. Let us ask Soludo. Soludo, are you very sure that the APGA presidential candidate will win this election? Soludo is quite sure he's not going to win. And Soludo is also sure that Peter Obi is not going to win. Soludo is also sure that Chakaban is not going to win. Soludo is sure that the thing is in the hand of the Fulani article. Soludo knows that Chakaban, Kwankwaso will not win. Soludo understands that everything is in the hands of the... But why are they all still plying the way of the elections? Why are they still deceiving the people? It is the game to the gallery. So this game has been on for years, and it is the same that you see US coming out so that it will rhyme. UK doing same, EU, UN, and all the bodies, because they all milk on our resources and our lives. But these generations of Biafrans are not so foolish to wait until when they slaughter all of them before they now speak. No election in Biafra land is the cause that we are fighting for, and no going back. Another thing is that the Indian Samadis, for you to know that they are working for elections of one Nigeria and the one Nigerian government. They released a memo and then they said, do not listen to any sit at home on election day or weeks. What do you understand? God is bringing them out very clear for every Biafran to understand. Publications are there. People do not know what is happening. We've been preaching every day that they are working for the Fulani government. And today the memo that is officially stating and clearing the minds of Biafrans that they are not never working for Biafrans anymore, that they are working for the Zoo government now. So please, everyone should keep the fire burning because we are going home. Thank you very much for this. And Mazi Meka, Mazi Polo will become my comrade in the media. Chuku, Paul Ezinje, Mazi Mania, Wachuku, Oluchi, Ben, Eminike, and every other person. I see my sister Eunice, Blessed, Averechi, Solomon, Success was here, Douglas, Godwin, Choose, Onyema, Biafra, Naro, Onye, Naomi. I salute everyone because of time. I may not call everybody's name. We appreciate your job and your good work to the Biafran cause. And to this end, God bless you all.
Thank you so much, my brother Sonny Aparawa, for that wonderful submission. May God continue to bless you on this line that you have chosen to tread on and your work for the restoration of Biafra. God bless you and my people that have been here for almost over 4 hours, going to 5 hours now. God bless you all for coming. I will leave us with these words of the Roman emperor. Don't give anybody mic. Don't give anybody, we are calling it a day. Don't give anybody mic again. I will leave us with the word of the Roman emperor to the British government. The Roman emperor, his letter reads, goodbye. Goodbye letter to the people of Britain. He wrote, fight bravely and defend your lives. You are on your own now. I want to tell the Biafrans, fight bravely, defend yourself, defend your lives. You are your own now. I'm talking to the Oduduwas. Fight bravely, defend your lives. You are on your own now. To our Amazonian brothers, fight bravely and defend your lives. You are on your own. Nobody's coming to speak for you. Nobody's coming to defend you. Nobody's coming to ask anybody any question. If the UN, US, EU, European Union, all of them put together could not ask the Afghanistan Taliban question, it's not the Fulani Caliphate that they are going to ask any question if they finally arbitrate you from your land, if they finally sack you from your land, if they finally kill you, they are not going to ask them any questions. So therefore, we are standing our ground, bravely to fight and defend our lives, because we have known now, it's done on us that we are on our own. Thank you, my people, for coming around. Remember, tomorrow morning by 9 o'clock, we are coming here to pray. By 4th arrive tomorrow, we'll continue on this topic. God bless you all. And from me, from here, it's good evening. Thank you.
I cannot guarantee you that any elections will hold anymore in our land.
And killing of armless and defenseless IPOB members and Mossad and other Biafra agitators, this can no longer be tolerated by us. We, the unrecognized voices of the IPOB autopilot, as they call us, all over the world, demand with immediate effect the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB.
I cannot guarantee you that any elections will hold anymore in our land.
We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
I cannot guarantee you that any elections will hold anymore in our land. I don't know what.
I am Handai Naria. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being awake. Thank you for listening. Remember to give it a like. Give it a thumb up. These are the real warriors of Biafrans. What are you doing? What have you contributed? Do something. If you can't run, walk. If you can't dance, jump. God bless you. Ada Biafra signing out. God bless our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our spokesperson, Simon Ekpa, Sunday Igboho, Koiki, and all the freedom fighters, Ambazonians, Yoruba Nation, Biafrans all over the world. I salute you. Ada Biafra from Chicago is telling you good night from me. I love you.